Hello everyone, and welcome to Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Nerida the Drowned.
Hi.
Cora Hilltopple.
I was distracted by Narita. Hello, I'm here too.
Arbakir Tol Middleek. AFK, I guess?
Who is not at his desk.
Lost.
I, however, am at my desk, and I'll have a little bit more exuberance than Nerida did. Hello.
Chance.
Hello, and welcome.
And to Welgwen Woodbarrel.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. One quick announcement for anyone who cares. I finally got the YouTube channel up to date, so it has all the videos up to session 37, which was the previous session in the main campaign. I don't have our one shot from last week up, but I'll get that up today or tomorrow probably. And with that, let's talk about what happened last time. Having made their way to the base of the Ingenzabor, the enormous tree from Lost Vision, Lost donned the strange boots he recovered from the soil below. In doing so, he felt a surge of energy flowing through him, which he decided to harness for himself. Using his newfound source of power, he molded a pathway out of the base of the Ingenzabor. There, the party encountered Haldar, the Imuli man they had rescued weeks ago. Haldar explained that his hunting party had come to the Ingenzabor to pray for guidance on their hunt, and they traded words briefly about the chaotic state of the world. After the Ohava departed, our heroes returned to Lost's family cabin and spent the night. In the morning, they returned to the road and made their way to Moontip. There, they briefly met with the mayor, who was speaking with a man in a white robe emblazoned with the crest of the glorious sun, a symbol that he is a Visor of Thaura and Lothuria. They then visited the Cecile residence to inquire about Lucretia, and had a very awkward conversation with Lucretia's parents, who had lost Lucretia in Thaura and hadn't seen her in quite some time. There, they acquired one of Lucretia's short fairy tales, but were quickly hurried out of the house as they cause a bit of a disturbance. They went to the Pale Glow Tavern to spend the night and encountered Visor Elena Derjvald, who conscripted Thurmond, the cook, at the Pale Glow for the war effort. They spoke with Percy a bit and performed some music at his request, and in the morning they were met by Rostasia Rosum, who was vacationing in Moontip. They convinced her to help them scry on Lucretia Cecile, and she informed them that Lucretia seemed to be perhaps in some dwarven ruins, and looked to be poring through old books, though she couldn't see more than that. The party then traveled to Brimshire to check in with Harry Wint, who was running the worker-led mining operation on the western side of town. The mine seemed to still be operating, and Cora contributed further to their efforts. The next morning, they headed to Spark and Steel to see Thermo, the best smith in Brimshire, but his shop was distressingly empty. A passerby informed them that someone in a large white cloak had been in the shop the day before. Welgwen broke in and looked through some of his documents to try to determine what had happened, but nothing seemed terribly out of order in the shop. Thaura was the next destination, despite concerns that Thaura was the center of syndicate activity. They made their way to Thaura and, once safely within the city limits, headed to see Telluria Delphi at the Vetus Arcanum, their main contact within the city. During their meeting with Telluria, they were suddenly interrupted by a man acknowledged as Visor Adesimn, a man remarkably similar to Miphos Dalen, the advisor and friend of the first king of Lothuria, who sold his soul to help found the nation. And that brings us to now. The marble halls shine with the cold glow of subtle, pale-colored orbs, which light them as you're ushered out of the office of Telluria Delphi. Outside, a tall man in white robes seems to be waiting for you. His gently wrinkled face contains a calming smile, and he gestures to you with steady hands. Visor Adesimn should only be a few moments. I will send Miss Delphi down to you when she is available. He gestures towards the stairs, down to the lobby.
Thank you.
Oh man, you guys saw that dude, right?
But before we're walking, is Welgwen with us? She was eavesdropping, right?
Welgwen is with you still. You're standing outside the office right now, and this man in white robes has sort of gestured down to the lobby.
Is he going with us, or is he just sort of pointing us down?
He's just sort of pointing you down there. He's standing right outside the door of Lothuria's office.
I want to go out the door in a kind of, in a distracting way, kind of maybe bump into the guy. Ooh, oh, sorry about that.
Oh,
So spry on my feet.
that's all right. The lobby is down there. There's seating for you. And as I said, when Lothuria is available, I will send her.
Is there a restroom around here? Can you point me to a...
Can't say that I'm terribly familiar with the Vetus. Perhaps you can look around a bit, try to find one.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate it.
So sorry. Sort of helps you back up onto your, stabilizes you a bit with his hands after you bump into him.
Then I make my way towards the lobby.
Right. Is everyone going down there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I mean, guys, you saw him, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think I saw the same thing you saw.
Well, Gwen, I made a distraction so that you could hide. Why didn't you hide?
I'm sorry, I was a little shaken by what I saw. Maybe I can run back upstairs and try to find a restroom?
Man is still standing outside the door. Are you trying to sneak, or are you just sort of running upstairs? And
Is there anything else around that area that might, like a big plant or any spot that might be convenient to hide?
the halls of the Vetus are surprisingly bare. You remember that it was sort of constructed very recently and is still being detailed. There are several other doors in the hallway, and there's a small bench resting in the hallway as well, but it's very bare other than there are small like sconces on the wall that don't actually contain a candle but have subtle floating orbs of light that seem to be lighting the hallways.
Is there a door like immediately next door to the office?
There's a door maybe 10 feet away from that one.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. Normally, I'm not gonna try to sneak, and I'm just gonna kind of wave at the guy and say, "You said you didn't know where the bathrooms are, right? You're not."
Yes,
way?
I imagine they're on the ground floor somewhere.
I'm gonna just ignore the last part of that sentence. Say thank you. I'm gonna look around a little bit. I'll see what I can find.
Very well. All right.
And I'm gonna just kind of poke my head into the door next to the office and see what's in there.
It's locked.
Is the guy looking at me?
Roll 3d6.
He's making intense eye contact.
Watching your bum.
He seems to be watching you. He's like partially distracted by sort of guarding the door. He's not actually guarding the door to Lothuria's office, but he's sort of standing outside it and intercepting anyone.
So you'd probably notice if I just started picking this lock right here.
It would be very difficult to do it without him noticing. You think maybe you could like get between him and the locking mechanism, but you can't like crouch down and listen carefully or sort of look for the tumblers as you normally would.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, can I go up to him and start making conversation?
I thought you were downstairs. You can go upstairs though.
Well, Welgwen went upstairs. I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I like your white clothes. How do you get them so white? I always seem to get mine dirty.
You know, I don't actually know. I have my tailor wash them for me, my servants.
Oh, so you don't actually go out and do any adventuring. You know, I've done lots of adventuring. It was really fun. We went out, and I think it was a dog, but it turned into people. It was weird. And then there was another time that we were in the forest, and there were evil, like,
A dog
forest
turned into
things.
people. He's sort of half listening to you, but he seems to be like patronizing you.
Is he looking away from me now?
Yeah, he seems pretty distracted.
All right, I'm going to try to stealthily pick the lock on the office next door to,
right.
or on the door next door to the office.
Full sleight of hand.
Okay. Sorry, did my gloves give me advantage on sleight of hand, or just?
I think it's +5.
It's 5. Okay. Cool.
It's probably better than advantage, all things considered.
Hmm.
Just probably better than advantage, all things considered. Or perhaps not.
Yeah. So that's +7 +5, so that's a
15.
15? Yeah.
It was a little bit loud, and you see him sort of like, while he's enthralled with Cora's tail, or at least patronizing her, he glances back over to you.
And you know, there was this one time we went down the tree, and this monster was like, "Ah!" We were like, "Oh no!" And you know, I tried to jump and kill things, and I jumped and I screamed.
That's very fascinating, young woman. Perhaps you'd be more
Maybe my
comfortable waiting with your
arms
friends downstairs.
Well, I heard there was a bathroom up here, so bathroom, you know, I'm looking for it. Yeah.
I imagine it's on the ground floor. I never heard
Not
of a
next to the
bathroom being on the upstairs.
No, but you want fast access to it, right next to the room, so you don't have to go as far, you know?
Perhaps there may be one. Why don't you go look for it?
I'm going to try to slip inside the room before he kind of ends that conversation.
Okay. You can roll stealth to see if you're doing it stealthily.
That's a 19.
You think you do it fairly quietly, and you pick a moment when he's sort of not looking, but you think you can probably guess where you ended up.
All right. Is there anyone in the room that I go into?
There isn't anyone in the room. It appears to be another office. There's another desk, very similar to Lothuриa's office. There are shelves, and on the shelves there are numerous sort of baubles. There's like some rods sticking out, a bunch of scrolls and things like that, and then a bunch of other books adorning all the shelves.
Does any of it look valuable?
Much of it looks very valuable.
Well, I guess first things first. Are there any like vents or anything up against the wall between the office and this office? Are there any glasses lying around that I could use to
You
put
hear
up to the wall on this
footsteps heading up to the door. The door starts to like, you hear the handle sort of jiggle.
If I'm really quiet, can I hear anything from next door, or is it totally silent in here?
If you like run and put your ear up to the wall, you have to like brush some books or scrolls out of the way and like stand on a shelf to even get to that wall. It would probably take you a couple of seconds to get a good, solid connection of ear to the wall.
Hiding!
Jump on the back of the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hide. Is there like a desk or something I can hide under?
Yeah, there's a desk. You could just hide right under it.
Cool. Yeah, I want to hide there.
Okay.
Like a stanza maneuver.
The door sort of creaks open gently. Hello? This door should be locked, I believe. Is anyone in here? He starts walking around the office.
I'm just gonna
Little
be real
halfling.
quiet.
You're just under the desk. There's nothing really hide behind under the desk. You're just under the desk.
Is it like an open-sided desk so he can just visibly see me
Yeah.
hiding under the desk? All right,
Yeah.
okay, great. All right, and I'm gonna roll out from under the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I don't believe you're supposed to be in here.
No, would you know, this is definitely not a bathroom.
I should say not.
No, don't worry, we're good. But, yeah, that's a bummer. Well, anyway, thank you for your
Okay.
time. Appreciate your guidance. I'm just gonna try to leave.
He looks at you awkwardly. He's like, yes. Sees you out the door. And then walks out behind you and closes the door behind you, like kind of gives you a stern look.
I'm just gonna go back downstairs to everybody else.
Can I sneak
All right.
around while she's distracting him?
You can sneak around. I don't know where you're trying to go.
I guess behind him while he's taking her out of the room, and then trying to get into the room while he's distracted with getting angry at Welgwen.
Well, he comes back out into the hallway. Presumably he sees you. There's nowhere to hide in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
He closes the door very carefully and is like keeping an eye on Welgwen the whole time. And
We'll both go
see.
down together.
he doesn't have a way to lock it, so he just kind of is looking around, and he's like heads back over to Telluria's office, but he's keeping an eye on that door.
Well, okay.
I tried, just like you said, I took your signals and I tried to back you up.
No, you did a great job. New construction is just the worst, man. These walls are too thick. There's no good hiding spots. There's only so much we can do about it.
All right, well, I did what I could.
Yeah, you did great. You should be proud of your sneaking abilities. You did fantastic. And you are a great distraction. I love the yelling. That was a really fun addition. Good job there.
Why, thank you. I, tried to improvise when I noticed things weren't going as well for you as you would have liked.
It was good. It was good, quick thinking.
And we'll go join the rest.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone want to talk about anything, or are we just waiting for Telluria to come back? Okay, we're waiting for Telluria to come
There
back.
you go.
Do they have any food here?
No, it's similar to the rest of the hallways. It's a fairly stark sort of
I'm
lobby area.
asking
There are
them,
benches.
Aiden. I'm
Who are
asking
you-
them.
Oh, you're
Do
asking
you
the party?
guys think they have any food here?
Well, don't you always carry a spare ham-shake in your bag, or is that only Chance and his cheese?
That's
That
weird.
stuff went bad a while ago.
I thought Cora was upstairs, but I can hear her talking.
We came back
She
down.
came back down.
Oh, okay.
You
Never
didn't
mind.
do anything until we came back
She's
down.
just very small. I didn't see her.
I love you too, Alec. You're my favorite small dwarven friend. You're also
And
my only small dwarven friend. So
I appreciate those words.
always have the most wonderful things to say.
So after a good 10, 15 minutes or so, you see Telluria emerge from the staircase, headed back down towards the lobby. Walks over to you and says, I'm very sorry about that. It seems we have more use for you if you would contribute service to Lothuria. Many of the townsguard in the local region are being conscripted for the war effort. This has left some towns a bit lacking.
And the syndicate is taking over?
Well, there has been a considerable amount of syndicate activity at Port Greyshallow lately, and short-staffed now. We need you to head to Port Greyshallow.
I don't mean to be rude, but if I recall, there was some concern with our payment. I believe it was some alternative payment was to be arranged.
It may take a while for me to figure that out, unfortunately. I think once things have settled, once we've repelled the Easterners, things are back to normal, rebuilt the wall, we can definitely work something out.
I mean, I hope you understand that we will need supplies and the ability to continue to work for you. We will need some form of payment.
I understand. Unfortunately, much of our resources are being sequestered at the moment. I can't really promise you anything except for the eternal gratitude of Lothuria, which may afford further material benefits in the future. And
You don't have any kind of magical items or crystal balls or anything you could at least lend us as collateral?
I could try. If you return tomorrow, I'll see if I can scrape anything together. I have to, talk to quartermasters and stockkeepers here at the Vetus.
We might also accept payment in the form of information on syndicate activities. They do still have a hit out on us, I believe. So we might want to put an end to that.
I can share.
I mean, I feel like we would need that information, regardless of in lieu of payment.
Yes,
I mean,
of
we're
course.
in bad with the syndicate because of doing jobs for you in the first place.
Yes, of course. And
That's true, I
that
forgot.
would be beneficial to you. The syndicate seems to be taking advantage of the situation in town here as well. There is, again, a considerable amount of syndicate activity. We believe they're transporting goods from the Concord of the Coast, magical scrolls, magically imbued items, chemical potions, things of that nature. Selling some on the black market, using others for nefarious deeds. They come through Port Greyshallow, and that's why we need you there, and make their way down to Thaura to be resold. In case you didn't know, I have information on some higher-ups within the syndicate. Borlin Ugraktho is a half-orc. He seems to be sort of the intelligence man of the syndicate. He seems to be handling a lot of the requisitioning of these goods, arranging for sales and things like that. He's here in Thaura, and he operates primarily here in Thaura as well. Head of the syndicate is well known to everyone. She calls herself Master Tailathi Yosinde. She's a female human. Very obvious. Seems to wear furs quite often. Has sort of like an umuli fetish with her attire, if you will. Incredibly smart, but very, very, very dangerous. Of course, I think you met Edgar, Booker, Doros last time you were in town, unfortunately. The gnome seems to be responsible for a lot of their sort of magical interactions, acquiring, testing magical goods, learning spells, things like that. So all three of them are in town. Be on the watch for them. Be very careful. More than that, I'm not really sure I can tell you. We're still working out how they smuggled the goods into Thaura from Greyshallow, but we know they come through the port there. One other thing I can offer you that I have been allowed to offer you. Visor Adesimn informed me that if you were to aid us further, we can immediately, because of what you've already done for our country, your recent accomplishments in service to the crown, and your extra contract deeds helping in Moontip and in Brimshire, we can give you honorary status as members of the Silverblades. This will afford you quite a bit of clout with any local citizens, anywhere you need to go, businesses. You can do investigations, you can report to field scouts, and you can even sort of order troops and towns guard around a bit. We'll give you an official letter, the royal seal, proving that you are honorary members of the Silverblades and acting on behalf of Lothuria.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure that'll really help moving forward.
Was that
Well.
Visor? I'm sorry, what was his name? Visor
Adesimn.
Visor Adesimn. Was that his idea or was that yours?
It was his idea. I asked if there was anything we could offer them. He said service to the country is enough. I pushed, he offered the title.
What a considerate man. Do you know much else about him? I've never heard of him, although I'm not familiar with local politics, of course.
Someone in your party might have heard of him.
Hey, welcome.
Very good at history and knowing.
Have I heard of him?
Roll a history.
Oh yeah, that's a 26.
You've definitely heard of him. So let me tell you all about the Lothurian system of governance. Lothuria has a king and queen and a royal family. In addition, Lothuria has by tradition 21 visors, typically specializing in certain areas of governance. They report directly to the king and have authority over mayors, nobility, businessmen, and even generals. The visor specialties are intercity commerce, taxation, treasury, international commerce, foreign relations, naval affairs, things like that. Archival and history, culture, magic, religion, worship, parcels, communication, land allotment and property, civic law, law enforcement. There's a whole huge list of them in case you're particularly interested in any of those, since you seem to know so much. You know that Pol Adesimn, these are not official, like the title of Visor is an official title within the Lothurian government, but the specialties themselves are not like officially recognized. They're sort of passed down by tradition. So when one visor retires or dies, a new visor is selected and they're expected to sort of take up the mantle and participate in governance in the way that their previous visor did and specialize in that particular area. Pol Adesimn has been a visor of Lothuria for 36 years, and he's getting quite old. Let's see, he is the visor of... Where did I have this? Oh yes. He's the visor of culture. For Lothuria. The man you met upstairs... The music suddenly cut out for some reason. The man you met upstairs is Relath Delantimos, and he's the visor typically associated with civic law. He actually oversees the legislature passing the laws and sort of how they're written and interpreted and adjudicated.
Now, how much did Telluriya Delphi tell us? Specifically, how much does she know about him?
Oh, so you asked about him in particular?
Yeah.
Visor Adesimn has been, while he's the Visor of Culture here, he's been heavily involved with us here at the Vetus as well. More so even than Miley and Reist sometimes, who's the you would know Welgwen is the Visor associated with like magic and magic enforcement. He's here quite often. I meet with him regularly. He's a nice old man. Do you know him?
Well, we don't know him personally, but obviously his reputation precedes him.
He's quite well known. He's a bit reclusive. He doesn't appear in public all that much, but within the Vetus, within the royal court, he advises the king.
Know how long he's worked for the government?
I believe 32 years.
And who was in place before him? Do you know?
Oh, I'm not up on my history, unfortunately.
Would I know if he comes from like a family of, like a prominent family, and might have?
You actually, even with your history roll, you don't know much about Pol Adesimn. He's somewhat. He's just kind of an unknown figure. So some visors are not reclusive necessarily, but like don't appear in public very often. Certainly, like the visors associated with like research are, don't have many reasons to appear in public, and many of them have very private lives. If you were at royal court, you'd probably interact with them a lot more and know a lot more about them.
Right.
And if your family if you had sort of been in your wealthy family later in your life, and your family had sort of persisted and been wealthier later, you may have interacted with them more often or been to court more often, but certainly not with Pol Adesimn, because he's just the Visor of Culture.
Okay.
You would be more involved in like local commerce and inner city commerce and things like that.
Right. Is there a reason he's so involved with magic? You said more than even the Visor of more magical pursuits. It seems like an odd combination.
Well, he works with Relath quite often, and they seem to be good friends, and they're sort of spearheading much of the laws that govern our activities here at the Spellcasters Authority, and how we enforce the restrictions on the use of magic in Lothuria. It's been very helpful for our country. You can see, I don't know if you've been to Tiberia, but the chaos that unrestricted magic brings destroys the fabric of society. We're very lucky to have people here who understand that.
Of course, yeah. I'm going to give Chance a little subtle pat on the back because I can tell he's irritated.
Well, will you agree to go to Port Grey Shallow for us and see what you can do there to stop any syndicate activity, or at least stop them from taking over local businesses? It's getting quite bad. With the departure of Townsguard there, the conscription of many of the Townsguard, I fear it'll only get worse.
Perhaps, but I agree with the dwarf in this matter. You must remunerate us in some sort of way for the last venture and for upcoming things. We need to eat. We can't just go forth without anything in our hand.
I mean, I can provide you rations, provisions for the journey. Once you're there, you'll be an honorary member of the Silverblades. I'm sure you can get any food and lodging you need It's an official title.
Don't worry.
With many benefits.
You can count us in. We'll help out.
I am very sorry. I can't offer much more. You could return tomorrow. It is getting late tonight, and I am very tired from today's work. There's so much I've been doing, as you can imagine. But return tomorrow, and I'll see if I can scrounge anything up. I'll talk to the stock clerk here and see if there's anything that hasn't been taken yet.
Is there a safe place we can stay the night? Maybe on premises? We are, again, still wanted by the Syndicate.
We don't have any lodging here at the Vetus, unfortunately.
A guard's barracks, perhaps? We are members of the Silver Blades now, after all.
That is true. You could go inquire, but there's a lot of troop training here in town, a lot of conscription going on. The barracks, as I understand it, is probably overfull at this point.
Maybe a nice inn adjacent to the barracks?
There are several inns in town. I'm sure you know of them. Some of you are from here, aren't you? If not, I can point you. There's the Cracked Cask, the Soft Sands, Crimson Curtain. I don't recommend the Crimson Curtain. It's a bit seedy. But Cracked Cask is good enough, certainly. And again, you're honorary members of the Silver Blades. You can tell them on my authority, or even Visor Adesimn's authority, that you've been conscripted into the Silver Blades and stay there for free.
We'll see what we can work out. Thank you for your help.
Yes, of course. I'm so sorry I can't do more. But Lothuria certainly thanks you for your service in this time of need. We all need to pull together, ensure that this country is safe and its citizens are safe. Menaces of the Tiberians and the Syndicate must be stopped.
Would you not personally know how to come together with us? No spells that can enchant us, or items to allow us to communicate with you better?
To communicate, well, the orb of far talking is, we only have one here on premises. It's how I speak to you regularly, and it is in heavy use recently. As you can imagine, we need to keep lines of communication open to the east, to the Great Dividing Wall, and to even Moontip. Green Hollow.
Indeed, an orb of far talking. Where would we find such a fine thing?
I don't know of any others. There's one here at the Vetus. Make use of it. Been able to produce another. I will communicate with you when I can. It may be fairly intermittent.
Where did
My
it
duties
come
permit.
from? Where did it originate, this orb of far talking?
I believe it was produced here at the Vetus some years ago. Don't have much more information than that.
No problem.
Well, I think it's time we
we head off. Exactly.
All right. Have a good night. Get a good rest. I will as well. There's much to be done, so sure that you're well rested for the journey ahead.
What time is it right now?
Calendar. It is. This did actually not progress. About 18:30, so like 6:30. It's approaching evening. The sun is starting to set.
Okay. Hey, Chance, I was thinking about maybe swinging by that bakery that we like. Do you maybe want to stop over there with me real quick?
Yeah, I think we should get some bread.
Okay. The rest of you guys are
Bakery,
welcome to
that's
come
a-
with.
That's a food place?
Yeah.
Great. A ham shank, please.
We'll see what we can do. Do you want to come with, or shall we just meet you guys back at the hotel?
Do you need help?
I would like to try all the fancy foods. I rarely get a chance to go to a bakery.
Great. That's great. Okay, cool. Feel free to come along with us. Does anybody
Are
else
you
want to come?
sure that you want to take them to this bakery?
You know what? Maybe you guys can just get set up at the hotel and we'll bring you back some treats. How does that sound?
Well, again, I don't get much chance to try out foods and see them practicing such a rare occupation. I would love to come along.
Cora, it's an orcish bakery, and it's a pretty acquired taste. Like, it took me a lot of times before I was like, wow, Welgwen, we gotta stop going here. And then she was like, no, eat it a few more times, and then you won't say that. And even after that, it took a few more times, and I didn't like it a lot. But now I'm kind of okay with it. But I'm just saying, you're probably not gonna like it.
Cora,
That
they're
was
going
super
on a
confusing
date
to
and they
me,
want to be
but
alone.
I don't get
Gross.
much chance to see orc men.
Cora, come with me. They're going on a date with each other. Let's go. They don't want you there.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Let's just it's
just
it's
a bad
fine.
bakery.
It's just fine. It's fine, Chance. Well,
We'll be
We-
quick. You'll barely even notice we're gone.
we understand.
I think I
We
saw
need to find a place
bowyer.
to stay tonight,
We
anyways.
can find some nice arrows. Well, let's go.
Well, stay safe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Chance and Welgwen are heading off to Sweetloaf Bakery. Everyone else is going to the Cracked Cask. Got some options. You can go to the Cracked Cask. There's a fine tavern in town called Rogero's.
Is the Cracked Cask where we went last time and wrecked up the place?
No, I don't
We
think
had a
you've
fight with
actually
the
been
syndicate.
to a pub. Yeah. So the place you had the fight with the syndicate was known as the Red Room, which was a
Okay.
gambling den, like under a house.
And I don't
No,
imagine that
so
place exists very much
we-
anymore.
Yeah, it
We
definitely
stayed-
burned down and
We stayed
exploded.
at an inn in Lothuria, and in the morning before we could leave, the syndicate attacked us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think it was the Cracked Cask.
So maybe let's not go there. They don't like us very much.
Yeah, that's a good
Cracked
point.
Cask? I think it was. Okay,
We can
so
always
you
try to leave the city and camp outside. I don't know if that would be any safer.
It doesn't seem like it'd be any safer.
it's probably you imagine it would probably be safer like around lots of people. The syndicate doesn't execute people in public.
Yeah, I think we should probably stay in town.
Okay.
I mean, you could leave, but you get the sense that like
No, I just
Outside
thought maybe
of
we could
Lothar-
hide, and they had no qualms about trying to murder us in the middle of town last time we were here.
yeah, it's
But
true.
I agree that it's probably safer to have backup to help, but it seems like they're going to try to kill us where they're going to try to kill us.
I mean, nothing has happened so far. You've been in
They
town
haven't been
all
here very
day.
long.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you've only been here a couple hours, but
And we've been at this
And we were
place all
mostly
day.
inside the...
well, you traveled the streets. You went to the Vetus and then had your meeting.
Yes.
Took an hour or so. So, okay, let's do the bakery thing, and you guys can think about Steam chat about what you're gonna do. So even though it's evening, Sweetloaf is still open. Luscious loaves of lovingly crafted bread tempt you through the windows of Sweetloaf. Inside, a silver dragonborn in rich clothing is discussing the procurement of breads and pastries for an upcoming marriage ceremony with Henry, the salesman who operates the front. The The sweet aroma of freshly baked breads, crackers, cakes, and pastries fills the air, while the doughy delights themselves fill the shelves and countertops. Shortly after you enter, a small human girl and her dwarf friend enter and begin browsing the goods, occasionally pointing and chatting in whispers.
What is the human girl wearing?
It's a sort of plain blue dress kind of thing.
Can I eavesdrop on them?
On the children?
Yes.
Are they both like
Oh.
literal like children?
They're both children, yeah. There's like a dwarf child who's rather short.
That's cute.
Absolutely still eavesdropping.
All right. Roll to eavesdrop. This would be stealth, I guess, and perception. Okay, so you're you're like browsing the shelves, and you somehow find your way to like always be near or across from this couple of children. Roll perception to see if you can hear what they're saying, because they are like whispering to each other.
And that's, I think that's just flat 11 for chance.
Okay.
Because he is not.
That's fine. It's more or less what you expected. You hear it like, oh, that one looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, I bet my mom would really like this one with cream in the middle. Stuff like that.
Right. Overly sensitive chance is very happy they're not making fun of him.
They're not pointing at you. They're like pointing to the pastries and cakes and things.
You know, it's not very comfortable. It's a thing.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna keep an eye and see, like, wait for Henry and the Dragonborn to finish their conversation.
Okay. You just browse the shop. Henry notices you come in and recognizes you, and he sort of clears up his he waves back to you. He clears up his conversation with the Dragonborn, who then exits, and he comes over to you. Welgwen, it is good to see you again.
Henry, how's it going?
Quite well. Business has been fantastic. We've been making plenty of great loaves and sweet buns.
Wow, I see that. Hey, I've got a special matter to discuss with the owner, if he's available. But while that's happening, would you be able to box up maybe a dozen pastries? I want to bring some treats back to, back out of here with me this evening.
Yes. Would you like to select them, or would you like me to select them for you?
Oh, you can select them. Just whatever you think is the tastiest treats you've got in here for the time being.
Yes, of course. And on the house for such good customers.
Oh, you're the best, Henry.
Troyax is in the back. I will, he opens the back door for you. He can discuss the special order with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna head on back. I'm gonna drag Chance with me.
Henry!
Stop listening to those kids.
Hello, Chance. Heading into the back room, there is a bronze dragonborn sort of hunched over this enormous stone pedestal, kneading dough very carefully. He doesn't even look at you as the door opens and you head inside. He's wearing very simple attire, plain cloth clothing, with a apron draped over top. Out of his pocket hangs a small monocle. Occasionally, as he's kneading, he pulls the monocle and inspects the dough carefully and places it back in his pocket. Yes, hello.
Hi, Troyax. How's it going?
Very good. What are you here for?
Oh, I was wondering if I might be able to get a special delivery of some grain today.
Oh, you're here to deliver grain.
No, I'm sorry. I got a little mixed up there. I was wondering if I could actually get some of the bread from the special storage today.
Yes. You have 500 loaves.
Yeah. Why don't we take out, what do you think? 5 loaves? 50 loaves?
We've been hungry for a while. Why don't we take out 50 loaves?
All right, yeah, we'll take out 50 loaves.
50 loaves. It will take me a bit of time to prepare. Come back in 1 hour. He's not even really looking at you this whole time. He's just kneading the dough.
Thanks, Troyax. It's good to see you.
Yes,
I always love our conversations.
Henry will let you in, and you come down to the basement.
See you shortly.
Goodbye. Walk on out the door, Henry. Well, Is your special order arranged?
Yeah, we're going to be back in about an hour to pick that up.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I guess we'll hold off on the special treats until then as well, or take it back to the hotel. What do you think, John?
Oh, yes. Sorry. It was a very short conversation. He's still like boxing up some sweet rolls and stuff. Here you go. Again, enjoy.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. We'll see you in an hour.
Yes. Goodbye, Welgwen. Goodbye, Chance.
Later, Henry.
All right, so I guess we'll head outside.
Where did
I should've
everyone else go? You didn't go to the Cracked Cask?
No, we didn't go to the Cracked Den with Ben. We went to the bar.
Oh, you're going to Rogero's?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
The inn, whatever the inn that was
Sure.
not the Cracked Cask.
There's the Soft Sands. There's a place called the Crimson Curtain. Heard about
Which
it?
we were told is seedy.
Seedy.
Let's roll a dice and see where that takes us.
No, let's go to the nicer one. I feel like the seedy one is going to be run by the syndicate, probably.
Maybe that's good. You know, keep your enemies close, right?
Yeah, I'm with Narrada on this one. Let's go to the nicer one.
Soft Sands.
With what money?
I don't understand what this seedy means when it comes to taverns. I've slept in outdoors and other uncomfortable places. What could be worse about somewhere inside?
Well, seedy means either run down and just generally a bit dirty and unkempt, or seedy could mean there's criminal activity and unsavory people will choose to do business at that tavern.
Oh, I thought it was farmers, like lots of farmers. So there were seeds on the floor, and
Oh,
farmers
no.
are a rough crowd, at least for dwarves.
I mean, that could be, the uncleanness factor, I guess. They're just throwing seeds everywhere, but usually it means something different.
Well, like you and your dwarvish customs, I never know if you're joking or serious.
You think that was a joke? That wasn't even funny at all. Yeah, halflings.
Oh,
Halflings.
well, in that case, I pity you and your ignorance.
Either way, I think we'll probably have a better chance of safety at the classier tavern. I mean, you
Yeah.
never know.
Oh, you want to go to Rogero's pub? So there's Rogero's pub, which doesn't have lodging. There's the Cracked Cask, which has lodging, but you don't want to go to. There's the Soft Sands Inn, which is not a pub, it's just an inn.
Oh, the Soft Sands Inn, then, is what I mean.
Mhm.
Okay. So it is just early evening. If you go there now, like, you're just going to be sitting around there for a while, probably.
I mean, besides maybe trying to buy a larger diamond, I don't think there's anything else I would want to do in town. You guys feel like it's worth the risk wandering around?
Do they have a fancy magic shop? Let's go to the fancy magic.
Yeah, I forget. Did we get any money from Lothuria?
You got 2,000.
Okay, I don't remember if I distributed that out to everyone. Let me pull up my.
No. I mean, I would like
Lovely
a
thing.
crystal ball if possible and a larger diamond, but we don't really have money for that. I don't remember how much I have, and I don't have my character sheet. I think I do have some money, though.
Okay, I did not distribute out that money, so let me do that real quick. What were we doing? It was a 15% for everybody? No, that's too much. It must have been 10% for everybody because there's 6 of us. Yeah. So 200 for everybody and 800 for the party.
Great.
Hurrah.
All right. What was the purpose of the crystal ball? It was for like some sort of
To
scrying
scry?
spell,
Or
right?
scrying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could probably put party gold towards that. What do you guys think? And this could also be something we could have talked about earlier or later, I assume.
Sure.
What are we going to do with the money?
I want a new fancy thing. Everyone else has got a new fancy. Oh, I mean, it can go to whatever.
Oh, you know what? We should get Cora a magical bow and magical leather armor.
I have both of those things.
Exactly.
But it's my turn again. Everybody else got them. Oh, fine.
I don't think
Fine!
Merida has anything magical, like, at all.
She's got that halberd or the glaby thing.
It's a
that's-
plus
It's not
one
even
sword.
magical.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's fancy.
You had to pay
I
a
get
bunch of
plate
money
armor,
for
though.
it. I guess
I
she's
don't have a
next.
magical anything either. I have a crushinator. That's all.
Yeah.
We spent party gold on both of you.
That's true. The plate
Well,
mail.
if you don't want to
Okay.
buy the crystal ball, it's totally fine. But
No,
I wanted
it's
it to
fine.
help us out.
No, I think it's worthwhile.
There is a shop in town called the Magician's Apprentice, which sells magical supplies.
Core, they might sell magical arrows. You know, like exploding arrows, something like that. I think it'd be
neat.
worthwhile to put some party gold towards something like that we need to use in a pinch. Because you never know
Yeah.
what'll keep us alive. You
Yeah.
never know.
Certainly, if we go to a magical shop, we can see if there's anything available for any of us.
All right. Well, then let's go to the magic shop and then swing back around to the inn.
Okay. No pubs or anything, just magic shop.
Nah,
and
I
inn.
think we're playing it safe, but
Okay.
people can disagree with me. If a DM wouldn't mind checking how much money I have, I'd appreciate it. If not, I
Don't
could try to
even
go over
have
and
your
lower it.
character
I
sheet.
remember it being not very much because I think we bought something very expensive.
I mean, or you could email me my character sheet, but I mean, I feel like that's the same as just looking at it.
I'd have to like run over and turn on your computer and stuff.
I can tell her
Okay.
to come do it, but she's asleep on me.
Yeah, just
kinda don't
leave it.
wanna
It's
ruin
fine.
that.
Um,
But I know I have platinum, but I just don't remember how much.
Well,
Oh,
you have
we-
at least 200 gold. So
And at one point, if you have the platinum that was distributed, I think you
which is
probably
10
have-
each.
I thought we had 15.
Yeah, it is 15. I don't know.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
then I don't know.
Yeah.
I must
At least
have
my
missed
character
some.
sheet says 15 platinum. And I don't
As-
remember where
as
we
does
got
mine.
that, so.
So I'm gonna think it's 15 because mine says the same thing,
Unless you guys spent some of it.
and I have not spent any of my platinum. I've spent very little money so far,
We've spent a lot on materials and stuff. And,
Short of-
and armor.
short of buying the seed box. I haven't really done much.
okay. Well, you head over to the Magician's Apprentice. It's a fairly simple looking storefront, stone walls and things like that. You go inside. There are many shelves. They all seem to be covered in implements that would be useful for casting spells. They're primarily just like ingredients. Things like hourglasses, ink, pens, arcane focuses, which are like orbs and rods and crystals and things. They do have like some diamonds and other gemstones, like potash, all sorts of stuff like that. Candles all over the shelves. There is one enormous crystal ball up behind the counter. Behind the counter is a female gnome with sort of curly red hair, and she's wearing like a very stereotypical wizard's hat kind of thing and like flowing robes. She's clearly like standing up on a stool behind the counter. Hello. Yeah, what can I help you folks with?
Yeah, I was in the market for an arcane focus for scrying rituals. I don't know what you would have on hand.
We do have one silver mirror in the back, and there's a crystal ball right up here behind me. If you didn't see it, either of those could be used for scrying. I assume you have your writ of magic use from the Spellcasters Authority. I'll need to see that before I can give you anything, of
Oh,
course.
yes, sure, no problem.
Present the writ. She inspects it for a while. Everything seems to be in order. Which one were you interested in?
Wonderful. I'd like to take a look at both out of curiosity.
All right, well, the crystal ball's right up here. She like turns around and climbs up this ladder and hoists the crystal ball, which is like enormous, next to her on her
I
shoulder.
mean, that seems too big.
Well, it's like, to her, it's like enormous. To you, it's
Okay.
like this big.
2 handfuls.
Yeah, 2 handfuls.
Okay.
even though it's so big compared to her, she like grabs it with surprising assuredness and like hoists herself down the ladder. She sets it on its stand on the table in front of you. It has a small metal stand that it comes with as well. It's basically just like a ring with feet. And it has like a little bit of sort of like wave pattern of metal coming out the side as well on either side.
Nice.
There's the crystal ball. Would you like me to get the mirror too?
Yes, please, if you don't mind. Sorry, I know that
It's
must have been a lot of work.
in the back. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I'll be right back. She heads off into a back room, comes back out with a mirror. It's only about this big, but it's solid silver in the back and all the way around the edges. And it has these sort of ornate lion designs going around it. The handle is just not riveted. What's it called? Has like creases sort of going down the side and increases in diameter and then like forms a little bulb at the end for holding.
And how much are each of these?
So each of them, the mirror is 1,100 gold. It's quite a lot, I know. And the crystal ball with the holder, I could let go for 1,050.
Okay. I mean, as far as like me being able to travel with them, the crystal ball wouldn't be too much work, would it?
No, you could easily carry either of them with you.
It certainly looks
Yeah,
more
yeah.
durable than the silver mirror.
Yeah. Well,
That
I
is the
think I
thing
would go
about the
with
crystal ball. It's a bit safer. It's a bit hardier in your pack too, but a little awkward. Whereas the mirror, rests flat, carried around anywhere you need.
And who's in the room with us out of our party?
It's should be Lost, Alik, Cora, and Lulu, right? Everyone but Welgwen and Chance.
Okay,
Hello.
the people I need. Well, I guess I'll try anyway. So there we go. Any chance you'd be willing to give a discount for members of the Silver Blades using this for the war effort?
You're members of the Silver Blades, are you? Do you have any
Yes,
proof?
newly today, and do I have any proof? No, I don't, do I?
She didn't
Yeah.
give you anything.
Right, not yet. We're newly conscripted. I'm sure you understand that they need a lot of people. They're drafting today.
Let's
For the
roll
efforts.
a persuasion.
You're gonna have to do that for me, and it's
Yep.
-1 to whatever.
Well, I do understand, but I would really like to see, an official note that proved that you're members of the Silver Blades. And I think if you showed me that, I could cut the price to 950.
All right. I mean, maybe we could come back tomorrow. Weren't we going to go by Loturia's and pick things up?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we
All
can
right.
talk the purchase over with Chance and Welgwen.
Which one were you more interested in? The ball, right?
The silver ball, please. If you could hold that for me till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll hold the crystal ball for you.
Thank you so much.
But be sure to come back tomorrow. Is there anything else you need? I've got paper, I've got ink, got all sorts of other materials. Incense.
Magical arrows that explode when you
I'm not-
shoot things
yeah.
at them?
Unfortunately, we're not allowed to sell magical implements like that.
Wink, wink.
Those are all reserved for their military use or official research use.
Let me try this again. You sure you don't have anything like that? I lean in real close and put on all my charm. All terrible charm.
your dwarf
-1.
Are you gonna drop a gold on the table?
So 12.
Yeah, 12.
I can't say I can't sell anything like that, unfortunately. My license to sell magical goods stops at things like arcane focuses and crystal balls that could be used in rituals or other types.
Do you know anybody who has a license for things like that?
I actually don't. I don't even know if such license exists.
Nah, sorry, Cora.
Well, why don't you set aside 500 gold worth of diamonds as well, and when we come back tomorrow, I'll see how much gold we have.
Yeah, of course.
What kind of deal?
She starts
we can
counting
put
out some
together,
diamonds on
what
the
kind of
counter.
paperwork we have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, fantastic. Hope to see you soon.
I don't know if we need those diamonds. Don't we have 2 sets of them right now?
Maybe it's for the larger revive spell.
Oh, we
works
never got
after a
we never
longer
got
amount
it for
of
that.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have that tracked
So, I
on your
mean,
spreadsheet. or character sheet, right?
Theoretically, I have 1 diamond and you have 1 diamond. So theoretically, if someone was dead longer than 1 hour,
Yeah.
I think it is, we could combine our diamonds for 1 spell. If we want to skip it.
That's true. But yeah, it might be worth to have
I think
at least
so
like
too.
a combined 900, because then we can use the big and the small, or the small 3 times.
Yeah.
So maybe
I think
just
that would
another
be good.
300. It's all right.
Okay.
We can tell her just 300.
But we can
when
come
get there.
tomorrow and
Yeah.
decide what we actually want to pick up. But just, if I
Yeah.
have the gold in my bag when I check at break, I'm willing to buy it with my own money.
Okay. So you guys head out and you're going to the Soft Sands Inn.
Yeah.
Did you tell Chance and Welgwen that that's where you're going? I'm gonna assume you did.
hope
If
we
we
did.
could have, I hope we did. If not, I'll send them a message.
Okay. I'll say
It sure
yeah,
seems
you
more like
decided
Chance and
on it ahead of
Welgwen
time.
would have told us which inn to go to, but yeah, I would assume they know.
Yeah, I mean, they know places in town.
True, but we don't know that you guys messed up the last place. So
That's true.
I feel like we would have talked about it before.
Hmm.
It would have come up.
that's fair.
I mean,
Or you could talk
naturally,
about
we
it
would be
now.
at the most seedy place.
You might be at the most seedy place.
The Crimson Curtain, you both know since you've been here quite a lot, is an inn and a brothel, as opposed to many other places in town.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably not spending a ton of time at the Crimson Curtain.
Yeah, okay. We will put that
Okay, so you guys head back to the Soft Sands Inn. Took you a while to get to the magic store, and you spent a little bit of time inside discussing things with them. Chance and Welgwen, what are you guys doing for the hour that you're at Sweet Loaf?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna... Are there any other stores in the area that we can kind of poke into and browse around in?
Most things are actually closing. There are a few like restaurants that are open late. And then inns and taverns. There's Regueros. All the stores tend to close around like 8 o'clock, and it's pretty close to that at this point.
Okay.
You could
like
hop in somewhere, but it would close very soon.
Yeah.
What, are you looking for anything in particular?
No, just kind of a way to kill an hour.
Okay. There's also like a meadery and a couple of breweries. There's a tap house.
We'll go grab a drink someplace close by in the meantime.
Okay.
Just get that done with.
And then head back to Sweet Loaf when you're done with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back into Sweet Loaf. Henry is there kind of like closing up shop, but he sees you guys come in. He's like, oh, Troyax is downstairs. You know where.
Cool.
I'll see you.
Go on down.
Go back and open the door. You head through sort of the back room where there are these 2 enormous ovens, in addition to a bunch of flat surfaces for like rolling dough and cutting bread and things like that. A bunch of like sacks of grain on the ground. Buckets. There's like a small little area for souring dough that's basically like a stone tub, like bathtub looking area on the ground. And you head down these extremely steep stairs that you've been down before. There's a pretty ornate desk there, and Troyax is sitting behind it in a fairly luxurious looking chair. He seems to be like just sort of writing things in a ledger very carefully. You enter.
Troyax! How you doing, my man?
Yes, I have your money.
Great. Thank you.
Here is the bread you've ordered, 50 loaves. He plops a little sack on the table and it jingles.
Thank you, sir. I guess that's that then.
Always to the point with you.
That should be all, yes? You
That'll
hear
do it.
the door upstairs opening.
You expecting somebody else?
I am sorry. You hear a number of figures
Great.
come downstairs.
I want a ready stinking cloud.
And that's where we'll take our break.
No.
Dun dun dun.
Should have let me go with you.
Yeah.
10-minute break. We'll be back at 5:23. Or
right.
yeah, 5:23. And we're back. So, Vance and Welgwen. Oh, I need a thing for Troyax.
Oh, look at this little bakery. I like this. I mean, not current situations, but
It's very cute.
It's night.
It's adorable. The kind of thing we would normally just frequent.
Wish it weren't full of people who are trying to kill us.
we don't know that it's full of people that are trying to kill us. We just know that there is a lot of people that are trying to kill us.
Just a handful. One or two.
So-
Haven't started a mob yet.
Combat has not really started yet.
Okay.
Down the stairs comes a half-orc in a very sort of, not but in very ostentatious dress. Sorry. He has a rapier at his side and is wearing like a strange black cloak behind him. His very colorful garments everywhere else. And he says, Chance, Welgwen, we've finally managed to find you.
I'm sorry, who's Welgwen?
That would be you, little lady. And
No, I think you have the wrong people. My name is Gertis, and that person's name is Madeline.
oh, very good.
We've never met before.
That would be the story you gave at the city gates, wasn't it? Yes, we know all about what you're doing here.
That was a
I
good
think
try.
you'll need to be coming with us. He holds out
cool.
some manacles.
That's a really tempting offer, and I do love the sound of it, but I'm going to need a little more info on that.
I don't think you deserve any extra information at this point. Hold out your wrists, please.
I think, before, as all cities do, that you probably need to explain to us what you're doing when you're arresting us, because that's...
Let's not make this get violent. You hear a bunch of crossbows like creaking and cocking.
So swiftly kicking in the nads would not be a good idea. Okay.
I'm going to nudge Chance and say, Chance, why don't you, I think you're going to have to let him take you in there. I think we're going to have to go with this.
Thinking loud. That's what I take from her nutshell.
I mean...
No, Dr. Stinging.
Do
Yeah.
it the core away. Stinking cloud.
Come on, with the wrists. It's holding some manacles.
Very begrudgingly, I put out my wrists.
He clasps the manacles and locks them. And now you holds out
Alright,
a
I'll put
smaller
mine-
pair of manacles.
Okay, I'll put mine out as well.
All right.
Can I keep an eye on where they lock and how they lock?
Yes. Roll perception.
Cool.
Bonus
This is
from sleight
like
hand.
kind of easy for you because you've You've done similar things in the past.
Oh, bruh. Wait. Oh, this is chance. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's better than that. Okay, that's going to be a 13.
Oh, wow, for perception. Okay. That's for perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
13?
Christ.
Yeah, you catch how sort of the locking mechanism works and where the metal pieces interlock when he snaps them onto you. Now, you'll be coming with us. Is just sort of playing with the knife now that he doesn't have the manacles out. We'll be keeping you in a very safe location until the rest of the party arrives.
Oh, fun. I love safety. And I love that swift maneuver from menacing manacles to menacing knife. You're really a champ at this. Nice work, bud.
Yes, he's like flipping it around on his fingertip.
Hey, look at that. Look at you go. You're doing great.
Yeah, man. Have you ever like done the card flow thing with cards? You'd be really good at it, I bet.
Come along. He heads upstairs, and 4 thugs with crossbows come downstairs. They seem to be like unknocking the crossbows and getting ready to just kind of drag you along with them.
Only 5 people? Should have done it.
You could still do something if you want.
I wanted to say that more out loud to just be like a smart ass. I definitely don't want to do anything.
Troyax is just kind of like looking down at his desk the whole time.
By the way, Troyax, thanks. You are truly the best banker. So trustworthy. Really living up to your reputation there, my dude.
Years, man. Years.
They got here just before you arrived.
Great, thanks.
They
Helpful
drag
info.
you up and out of the store. Off into the night. There's the thugs sort of surround you, so it doesn't look like anything particularly weird is going on. And they take you to a location fairly nearby. You can see where it is they're taking you and sort of lock you in a storeroom with 2 thugs guarding you.
Okay.
Meanwhile...
Wait, do I still have the pastries that I got on me? Did I have to leave them with
you left them on the desk.
Oh, I have the bag though, right? I took that.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Meanwhile, the rest of the party has arrived at Soft Sands. It's a sort of looks like almost mud and thatch or like adobe on the outside. It's very sort of desert themed. There's a sign up top that says Soft Sands, and there's kind of like a little gust of wind sort of painted on it. Inside it's fairly simple. There are a bunch of like sort of draped cloths that are red hanging off the ceiling, and it's sort of like modern day Arabian in appearance all over the place. There's a half elf behind the counter man who sort of greets you. Hello, are you looking for a place to stay the night in Thaura?
Yes, we are.
As long as you got good food.
Fortunately, there's no food here. You'll have to go to one of our many lovely restaurants or taverns in the city.
I
can
believe
recommend
we'll
the
be
cracked
fine here
cask.
anyway. Thank you very much. We'll be fine. We'll rent some rooms here.
All right.
Don't mean to be rude. Sorry, I'm just hungry. Sorry.
Yes, of course, I understand, and I'm sorry that we cannot accommodate you here. But as I said, the cracked cask has some wonderful food. Logarius.
Would you be willing to have somebody pick it up for us if we paid, of course?
Yes, I may be able to spare a staff. Let me see.
Maybe a
Fingering through a
postmate
ledger.
or someone.
I believe we could arrange to have someone bring you some food, of course.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
All right. How many rooms do you need, and how many in your party?
2 rooms, I believe, and 6.
You'll be needing 2 suites then. Are there people staying in the same bed? You need separate beds.
Multiple beds is preferred, but, do what we must, right?
No, we would like multiple beds, please.
Chance and loss.
Adjacent
Alec
rooms,
by himself.
please. Adjacent or at least
Yes,
across
the suites
hall
are
from each other.
adjacent. And fortunately, they are available today as well. Rather late, often booked by now, but we can accommodate you. You'll be...
Well, how fortunate for us.
Or how fortunate for you.
Yes. It'll be 5 gold for the night for each suite, so 10 gold total.
Okay. And I'll pay him.
Right, very well. Here are your keys. I'll have Jeffrey show you to your room. Jeffrey! He calls over like a very young human boy. Hello. Please show these people to suite 212. All right, come with me. Do you have anything I need to carry?
I believe we're fine. Thank you very much.
I don't know. When did you last wash your hands, young man?
Cora.
He just doesn't seem very clean. Those young humans, I just...
Gives you a sour look.
This coming from the person who thought that staying outside was fine in comparison to a hotel.
I think she's projecting
Or an inn.
because
Yeah.
she looks like a young human and is dirty.
Coming from the man who can't control his hunger.
Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, just show us to our room, boy.
All right,
Rooms.
come with me. He leads you upstairs to some rooms. They're very nice. They have these big sort of canvas beds. They're very fluffy. One of them in each room has like a canopy over top of it. Very fine amenities all around. Are you guys just hanging out there? He leaves you with the keys. There you go. We need the keys back when you move out.
Very good. Would you be able to pick us up some food from the cracked cask? There'd be
Yes.
some gold in it for you, of course.
I'll have to check with Alphonse up front, but yes, probably. Do you know what you want?
I assume a couple ham shanks, some mushroom soup, I believe they had. You want some drinks, Lost?
Yeah. Whatever the strongest thing they've got.
A couple bottles of the strongest thing they've got.
All right.
Some bread and cheese as well.
I'll bring it back for you.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if
I'll
I
give
should
him-
have too much.
If
Welgwen said she would bring back goodies from the bakery for me.
Little boy, if you run out of hands to carry all that, you can put the cheese in your pockets. That's not an issue for us.
I'll remember that.
I'll give him a gold. Thank you for your trouble.
Thank you very much. And for the food?
Yes, of course.
That is for the food.
No, it's not. How much do I think
Gold
the food
is
would be?
a day's labor.
You think, yeah, probably about like 2 or 3 gold for all the food together.
All right, I'll
Since
give
you're getting
him
like a
4.
bottle of drink and stuff. Actually, a bottle of good drink will run you like 5 gold, so
So just for the alcohol,
like
would be 5
eight
gold?
total. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him 10 gold.
Oh, thank you.
I'll do 3 of it for the ham shanks.
Okay,
So
Okay.
give him 7.
All right, I'll be back as soon as time allows.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
He heads out of the room.
Mirda, you were too generous with your money.
It's my money to do with
What
what I
the-
want, I thought.
This is true, but I worry that you're
I
spending
have a soft
it so
spot for the working
rigorously.
people.
The working
My
people.
mom was worked
Oh.
at an inn in town, so I know how hard of a
Oh.
life it can be.
Nothing to say.
So you guys just staying in the rooms?
I
I
mean,
know it
depending
for-
on how comfortable you guys want to be, it might be worth it everybody stays in one room and hope that maybe the syndicate would check the other room first, or we would be around to help each other if
For
some
the
of us
time.
don't mind sleeping on the floor.
For the time, we should at least hang out in the same room.
Yeah,
Till
we'll all
food
hang
gets
out in the
here.
same
And
room.
Welgwen and Lost arrive.
Yes, they've been gone quite a while. What happened to those two?
Also, it's
I'm
chance.
not-
Did we tell
Well,
them
yeah.
where we were going to stay? I can't remember.
Well, they were the ones who recommended this location, so
That's
seemed
true.
more familiar after all.
How long has it been?
So you've been out for an hour at least. Making your way to the soft sands probably took another like 10, 20 minutes. And then ranging for the
So
room
not
took
very
another 5
long.
minutes or so. So it's been like an hour and a half. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure whether they were literally going to a bakery or not, but I'm not sure how long it'll take them
Yeah,
to come
like
back.
I said, they were going on a date, so they'll
Yeah.
probably be gone for hours. I wouldn't get too worried.
I'm pretty sure they weren't going on a date.
You don't know anything about love.
That may be true, but I'm pretty sure I know Chance and Welgwen a little bit better than you do.
Oh, why? Because I'm not a tiefling?
Yes, let's just go with that before you say something else that you're going to regret.
Don't you know all tieflings talk psychically
So,
to each other?
it's nice
They must
to
have
be
had a
inside, isn't
conversation
it?
separately.
Yes, Nerida. Anyways, let's
Back in Thaura, the city where we all met.
mhm.
That's a good memory.
Indeed, I believe you recruited me initially. Came up to
did.
the table and just asked if I was looking for adventure.
And
If
what
I
a
may.
time it's been since then.
Helm recruited you all, but I digress.
You and your silly imaginary god.
He literally showed
Someone's
up
an assassin.
like
yesterday.
4 times, like literally in person.
Not to me.
I think only once that
In your-
Cora saw.
Yeah, I think once the chorus.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fair.
He closed the portal in Brimshire.
Well, Alec has been making fun of me, so there. I know the best way to get to him is to insult his god.
Anything else you guys want to do, or you're just sitting around in the room?
I guess we just sit around awkwardly in the room.
Yeah.
waiting
How
for
how
food
long?
And alcohol.
Yeah.
Wait
Do
for
we
our
have
food.
watches so that we can look at them
Don't
uncomfortably?
have watches. You can look outside and,
Yeah. How
and see the sun setting.
About how long has it been since Chance and Welgwen left?
Probably about 2 hours now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Sun sets.
did they tell
Over
us
the
the name of
city
the
of
bakery they
Thaura.
were even going to?
Sunrise, sunset. Did they tell us where they're going?
No.
Other
I
than
thought
to
they
the
did. I
bakery.
thought she was like, "Let's go to the bakery."
The bakery.
And said its
Just
name.
the bakery.
She
Did
just
she
said
say
the
the
bakery.
bakery?
They did
Okay.
not
And I
say
said,
its
oh, that's
name.
some Orcish bakery. And they were clearly lying because they're going to go do stuff. Canoodle.
What is canoodling, Alec? I don't understand. What stuff would they do that they couldn't do around us? I don't comprehend what you mean, Alec.
Somehow,
Why are
off in the
you-
distance in our little warehouse, I'm glad that I'm missing this conversation.
I'm gonna step outside.
Anybody
I'm,
want a card reading? This is what you say.
yeah,
Just to
I'm.
pass the time.
Have we gotten our food and stuff?
You can continue to wait. After after maybe 40 minutes or so, like the sun has gone down, and
The moon
you
has come up.
hear like
How long ago somebody left with a cup?
You hear a disturbance that sounds like it's coming from the lobby, like the front desk area. It sounds an awful lot like a woman crying loudly.
I'll go downstairs.
I'll go with Lost.
At
I
the
don't
front
like
desk,
women. What?
speaking to
Lies and slander.
speaking to the half elf behind the counter and just sobbing hysterically is a human woman with just sort of long brunette hair, very normal clothing, just cloth clothes, like a white dress. She's sobbing hysterically. Please, I don't have any place to stay. I need at least a place to stay for the night before I'm killed. I don't have anywhere to go. Guy's like, Miss, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what she sounds like.
That's
Yeah.
what she sounds like. Yeah.
Super accurate sound effects.
What seems to be the problem, miss?
Oh, please. I owe a lot of money. And I have to pay tonight or else they'll kill me. I don't have anywhere to stay. They took my house. My father, he gambled it all away. Now he owes it to 2 different people. He's run away. They said I have to pay. And I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Hold on. So who do you owe money to? Let's go sit down. Is there like a couch in the lobby or
Yeah,
something?
there's like a
Let's go sit on the couch.
bench nearby. It takes a while to sort of calm this woman down enough to understand what she's talking about. But we had a house here in Thaura. My father, he gambled. He played some stupid game, the Thunder Dice or something, and he lost it all. He put it up as collateral for gambling, and the syndicate took it. And he lost everything. But he also sold it to a merchant. And the merchant's come to collect. He sold it for 12,000 gold. It's this merchant, Volbro Vuls. He agreed to buy the property, but it's gone now. We don't even have it. The merchant is threatening to kill me if I don't get him the money by tonight.
The merchant is threatening to kill you?
I owe a lot of money. And this
Surely
merchant is
that's
very well
not
connected.
legal.
You should try sending the merchant to the syndicate to ask for the money. I think the problem will take care of itself.
He could have me thrown in jail. He could have me, you know, put in the stocks for not paying. He needs it by tonight. I don't know what to do. I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anywhere to stay.
Do I feel that she's telling the truth?
Yeah, I was
With
going to say,
that,
I want to insight
roll
check her as
with that
well.
18.
Insight, the both of you.
Can someone roll for me?
18.
I just rolled for Alma too.
Plus 9 or something?
Hers
Whatever.
is
Let me
good.
check my character sheet.
It's probably +9. Mine's +7. You have more wisdom, so
It's
Yeah,
plus
mine's
9 is a fucking
9.
lot.
we are insightful.
So wait, what are the roll totals? 26?
Hers is a 26. Mine is an 18.
Oh, okay, hers is 26. Wait, why did you both roll? Are you both trained in insight?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, then yeah. So, Alik, you can't really get a read on her. She seems pretty genuine. Nerida, you think something is up, but you're not exactly sure what. She doesn't seem quite as distressed as she ought to, and her story has some like holes in it that you've poked a little bit. You're not quite sure what's going on.
All right. Do I remember how much it costs to stay at the Cracked Cask?
It would be like 1 gold for the night.
All right. I'll give her 2 gold, and I'll say, all right, for tonight, go stay at the Cracked Cask, and tomorrow morning we'll come and talk to you. Hopefully you can calm down, and we'll see what we can help you do about this.
I can't. He's gonna kill me tonight. They're gonna find me tonight. He'll know if I stay at the Cracked Cask. He has people there. He'll know if I stay here too, but I was gonna try to hide. The room
And you
or
don't think you
ditch
can
if they showed
hide
up.
at the cracked cask?
I don't think I can hide there. He
Do I?
works
And
with the
there's
owner
no other
there.
inns, right?
There's the the Crimson Curtain.
How about the
Yeah.
Crimson Curtain? I know it's a brothel, but
Well, that's even worse. He knows everybody there. I don't know what to do. I mean, thanks for the gold, but if I show up with just 1 gold, I don't know what he'll do to me.
I understand.
He wanted me to meet him at this one place tonight.
Where?
I don't know. It's just some street in town. Maybe I can work something out if I show up there, but I don't know what he'll do if I show up with only 1 gold. That's all I have.
And I mean, you can't stay here with that money.
I could stay here, but he'll probably find me. Might as well just go and see what he wants and see if I can do anything.
Well, if you're gonna go, I suppose I can go with you.
Stay safe, you two.
I've done it so much
From
for me.
Lost Art,
That's,
the character who like gives no shits about anyone else is like, well, I guess I'm gonna save you.
And the guy who's like, I have to protect the innocent is like, have
That's
fun.
That's not
Stay
the,
safe.
yeah. That's not necessarily the way that Lost usually is.
I mean, I
No,
feel like
I
it
would go
might
too.
be a better idea to try to find a way to deal with this in the morning. I feel uneasy about this. Like
He
might
said he
be some
needs
kind
it
of
tonight.
trap.
I don't know what to do.
I know that's what makes me uneasy.
Well, we don't
here.
have. Yeah.
We're likely
I mean,
to be attacked
surely
by
a merchant can't just murder somebody.
He's got
in
a
the
lot of
middle the
connections
night
in
over
town.
Money.
So odds are good. The syndicate's going to attack us tonight anyway. So if they attack us and
Exactly.
these other guys show up, they'll fight it out. We'll be fine. 2 wrongs make a right. Perfect.
Well, that sounds confusing. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you want to
And,
come with
you
me,
haven't
I'll take
tried
the help. Sure.
You haven't tried reporting this to the guards? I mean, owing money is one thing, but having
I
your life
actually
threatened
own the
over
money.
owing
He could have me thrown in jail for not
I
paying
know
my
you owe
debts.
the money, but surely being thrown in jail for paying off your debts is surely better than being murdered. And
That's true,
much
but I'll
more
try to talk to him
above board.
tonight. Maybe I can work something out. Maybe I can work
I
for
don't
him.
want you
Or-
to do that. I don't think that's smart. This person wants to murder you, going to talk to them on a random street in the middle of town, in the middle of the night. Seems like putting yourself out there to get murdered.
I don't have any other choice. I mean,
You could go to jail.
if I go to jail,
You could leave town.
it's got people all over town. Even if I leave, I don't know anyone outside of town. I don't know where to go. He'll probably track me down and find me. It's a lot of money. Maybe if you could come with me and just help me talk to him a little bit. I don't have
So
any way.
I mean, I know I already did an insight roll, but I feel like she's trying to trick us to go with her. Is
Kind of
there,
seems like
can
she's
I
trying to
roll
trick you to
against
go
that?
with her.
Yeah. That's how I
okay.
feel about it.
I'm going to ask her a series of questions, like, just like answer real quick. And it's like, okay, so what is your name? What was your dad's name? What did he do for a living? How many men are waiting to ambush us? Something like that.
My name is Maria Veth. My dad, he sold shoes in town. It was Roger Veth, and he sold shoes by day when he gambled so much. It's just so much in debt. She just starts like breaking down and crying. She's like, and now I don't know what to do. My dad is gone. He ran out. He left me here all alone, and I have to deal with this man.
Well, you're in luck because we're actually members of the Silverblades now. So, I could call the guard and get this
Oh
sorted
no!
out.
Don't call a guard. No, don't call a guard. I
Wait,
don't,
so
I don't want to go to
Silverblades, we
jail.
are guards. Should we arrest you for your debts?
Please, no!
Sounds
I
right.
told you what my situation is. It's just really unfortunate for me. I didn't do anything myself. My
I'm
dad
sure we
gambled
could
it all
work
away.
out, but I know, but if you were in custody, you wouldn't get murdered by this merchant or the syndicate. You'd be surrounded by
You
guards.
can't promise
And in the morning,
Not all of the guards are good people here.
Pancake.
This merchant is very well connected. He might be able to get to me at jail, and I don't know what he'll do. He could sell me
What's the
into
merchant?
slavery, ship me off to the Concord of the Coast, be a brothel slave for the rest of my life.
Do you know the merchant's name?
Yeah, I told you already. It's Wolbro Vols.
Oh, okay. I wasn't listening. Sorry.
He just starts like bawling and crying.
would he meet us here instead?
No, we have to meet on his terms. I don't even know how to contact him other than just
I
going
could
there and
call
talking to him. Call him? What are you talking about?
With magic, I could send him a message. Get him to come here if you feel like it would be safer.
You
Or
could
we
send
could
him a
all
message.
go to the guards right now and all meet up together. I'm sure we could come up with some way
I
to
want to
get
go
you
to
some
the
more time.
guards. I'd rather die. I'd rather leave town and just take my chances in the wild.
You are
That's
one
a good
howdy little
choice.
girl. Oh.
We know a couple really nice cities we can direct you to. You got friends? They'll take care of you.
I don't have any friends. I don't know what I would do.
I just
if
said we have
left.
friends.
They could die on the road. There are orcs and wolves. That's just
Nah, we
terrible.
killed them all. They're fine now.
Killed
Giants.
every orc and wolf in the world.
Exactly. They're all
on the
dead.
roads.
He thoroughly genocided the world of all danger.
I don't know. For someone being so paranoid about being killed traveling somewhere, or being killed in your sleep, or being killed by guards, you are trusting these people to go meet them in the middle of the night on the street?
It's the
You know, I
only
said-
choice I have left. I don't know
know.
what else to do.
Well, we've given you lots of other choices, and although I offered my assistance earlier, you're giving me pause with the way that you're acting.
All
I'm
right,
not entirely sure I trust you.
fine. I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna go, okay?
Okay.
Alright, I tried. I mean, if you change your mind, I think it would be safer to either go into custody or spend the night here like you were planning on.
Hmm.
But we can't talk you out of it.
You sure you won't come
You're on
with
your
me? I
own, I'm
really could
sorry.
use your help.
No, honestly, going out there is the worst idea. We're trying to help you, but we can't help you if you won't help yourself.
Her sobs sort of just turn into a little wry smile. She's, even if it means your friends will die?
Okay, there we go. That's what I
Mhm.
thought.
No, you don't know any of our friends. They all live in the other cities. We could send you there if you want.
The little halfling and the tiefling with white hair.
These two?
Hello.
They're right over there.
The tiefling with white hair, you colorblind idiot.
White's not a color.
It's lack of color.
So now we can be honest with
Now
each
who's
other
the
at
idiot?
least.
I think you'd better come with me if you want to see them ever again.
I don't even
They
know why
might be
you bothered
being
with the
carved up
theatrics at this
right
point in time.
now.
So, we know our friends are a little less savory. That's kind of how we met them. Are they in jail or are you the syndicate?
Yeah, let's just come out and ask the question. Sounds fine to me.
She starts heading out the door. She's like, yeah, the choice is yours. I can't promise the last
Hold
until
on,
tomorrow
hold
morning.
on. What do you want to do about this, guys? And we're in the middle of the lobby, right? I mean,
I thought you brought her back up to your room.
No.
no, we
No.
went and sat on the couch.
Oh,
in the lobby.
okay.
Yeah.
She
I was
starts
just, like,
heading out
going
the
over to
door.
bar. I'm like, did y'all hear that? Hear what she said?
Nobody heard anything.
Okay, just checking.
There is no bar, too. It's just an inn. There's like a front
Well,
desk.
Well, give
I
us
mean,
a moment at least.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
this
know if she's
point,
outside.
at this point,
Can't be bothered.
it's not necessarily an ambush if we know we're walking into one.
We ate first already, right?
No.
Didn't
No,
we?
our food hasn't
No, food
arrived
never
yet.
arrived.
I wanted my drink.
That bastard.
Taylor, give us 10 minutes because we have
That's fine.
food coming.
Yeah.
And this will be so much more pleasant if we're all well fed. And you know what? You can have some because, frankly, at this point,
She's
just
walking
so
out the door
wonderful.
as you're saying all this.
Do we go with her, or do we try to find Chance and Welgwen on our own? I mean, I don't really.
I mean, we
know.
don't even know where they went. I feel like
You have to offer us proof, the validity of your claim. Otherwise, you.
An ace of spades. And it floats down to the ground.
That's not enough proof. What color hair does the tiefling have?
they already said it.
The point.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we gotta go.
No, I think we got to go too.
All right.
So she leads you.
So as we
She's-
go out, I'm gonna look towards the direction where the little boy should be coming back from to see if he's got our food. Does he?
Nope.
Is he like coming down the street?
Nobody's there yet.
All right, then I'm gonna pull a ration out of my pack and eat as we walk.
All right. She leads you through the streets to what looks like sort of an alleyway. It's still cobblestone all the way down. And but there are several like offshoots, like extra little alleyways on the side between buildings. And she leads you up to this house with a porch on the second story overlooking it. She's like, they're in here. And she just ducks out behind you guys. You can sort of watch where she's going.
Yeah.
But
she
she
going?
basically just like, she says, they're in here. Oh, boiling. And out on the deck, a half-orc, very ostentatiously dressed, colorful garb, with a rapier on his hilt. He comes out and says, hello. We've finally found the rest of you now, too. It only took a little bit to get you out of hiding. And now it seems this is where we end everything.
Who was
Sure, we
hiding?
weren't hiding. And
Yeah,
not to
who
mention,
was-
like, yeah, man, you stick out in a crowd dressed like that.
I think he looked great.
Yeah, you would.
I agree.
All right, well.
Anyways, so, yeah, you say you've got our friends. Let's see them.
Oh, they're in this house. They're a little tied up at the moment.
You need to prove it, otherwise, why shouldn't I put an arrow in your head right now?
I think you may be a little late on that one. And
And he's got an arrow in his head already.
A little late. Someone else just slit my throat.
someone else killed me already. I'm already
Been a zombie
dead. This
for
is
3 days.
a crazy
Necromancy,
weekend
like,
at
illegal?
Bernie's scenario here. Cora, what's your AC?
It's 101. It's 16 according to my character.
Okay.
It's my character.
It's got some different
I knew it.
music.
So I saw Aiden working in TTS the other day, and it was called like Lothuria Streets, and I was like, "We're gonna get ambushed in the streets, aren't we?" And he's like, "Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?" Yeah, I knew.
Let's see, where's Lost? Cora,
Lost.
you feel a horrible piercing pain in your back, and you look over just in time to like dodge out of the way of the second crossbow bolt. But the first one hits you. Or it's out.
Was
Hang on a
the
second
attack
while I
made
whip this
with
out.
disadvantage?
No, it was made with advantage because you didn't see the attacker.
Opportunity attacks against you are made with disadvantage. Oh, that's not opportunity.
Not opportunity.
Short of if you have the
It was
alert feat.
opportunistic, but it was not.
Wasn't an attack of opportunity.
Fine, fine. I have no other these things that help with that, I guess.
You take 7 points of piercing damage as one of the bolts tears into your chest.
From behind. What kind of brigands are you?
They came from behind.
You actually didn't really see where it came from. You just like took the first bolt and sort of keeled over and made a a desperate dodge maneuver and barely managed to dodge the second one. This might fuck everything
Did
up.
any of
Hopefully
us
it doesn't.
see where it went? Or came from?
Give me a second. Screw up people's hands, did it? Oh, it totally did. Oh, it super screwed up everyone's hands. It always does. Pink, right?
Oh yeah, everyone, make sure you move your initiative thing back. I guess actually it probably
No,
wouldn't change,
it's-
it's a different save.
It didn't change. Yeah, it's a different save.
Okay.
Just breathe. Everything's fine.
No, like +7 initiative modifiers for wizards.
Hey, I totally changed it back. It's not still sitting.
It's
right
not still +7.
So, Chance and Welgwen, the guards, the thugs that were guarding you, had left several minutes ago. So at this point, you can start like trying to break out.
Yeah, I would like to try to pick the locks on my manacles.
Okay. They did search you and relieve you of your thieves' tools. They're in a room nearby. They relieved you of all weapons and thieves' tools and all tools and packs and everything. You just have your basic clothes on you.
Dang, so I can't do that.
But
You
as
can't
a
do magic.
thief, she can't hide them somewhere thiefily.
She's also got those gloves on still, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's got the
they're
gloves on
invisible
because they
But I still
can't even
need
see them.
Something to
That's
pick
true.
the lock with.
So
though,
she
right?
can't put a lockpick in the glove.
It's a little late for that.
Yeah, I could have, but
Now you know.
Does it say Al Borland?
Yeah, because his name reminded me of Al Borland. He just walks up and he's like, "Heidi ho, guys! Got
This
your
is how
friends
it-
inside."
This is how you
Al-
you get your
Be right back,
privileges
I gotta change
removed.
his diaper, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
I don't think so, Alec.
I
Alec.
don't think so, Alec.
is there anything around on the ground that I might be able to pick up or use?
Roll perception. Well, it's not your turn, so let's start with Chance.
Oh. Shit. If I don't have my materials patch, then I don't have a lot of fun things that I can do elsewise. But ooh. Yep. I would like to immediately vomit on myself.
I don't think that was a puke. That was
That
just like
wasn't a puke sound. We know what
Okay.
the
That
puke
was
sounds
a
like.
sneeze to a.
Adorable.
that's
Ugh.
her primary maneuver.
She's all about it these days.
Can I cast Frostbolt or Frostbite on the lock to see if I can freeze it
Let's
so we can just hit it? Yeah.
See, I don't think freezing it will really do much. You can check.
Well,
Make it more brittle.
yeah, if we freeze, yeah, I want to
Though?
freeze it and then. Most movies have led me to believe that yes, it should.
I don't think making metal cold will like ruin it, but
It
it
depends
is
on the
verbal
metal.
and somatic, and you cannot move your hands.
Oh, that's right. That's.
Should have been a warcaster like me and Lost.
I know.
Does that allow you to do it without moving your hands? There is a sorcerer thing, I
Yeah.
believe, that allows you to cast without components.
Oh no, yeah, you can just cast the somatic while you have a shield. Apparently, you can't do that normally, but we've been doing that. So.
Yeah.
You.
The shield's like strapped to your arm, so you can still make the gestures.
Right, it doesn't really make sense, but sure.
It doesn't really make sense, but whatever.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm going to use Subtle Spell because I can do that. Spend 1 sorcerer point to cast a spell without any somatic or verbal components.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
All right, yeah, I'm going to try and do that on the lock still.
What are
Not
you
mine.
going to cast? Still Frostbite?
Yeah, still frostbite. I mean,
Roll
well,
3d6 since we have no clue what the effect should actually be. And that's going to make it very cold. It's probably going to hurt you a little bit. Okay, you're a little bit lucky. You think it may have made the mechanism more brittle, and perhaps if you pull on it, you could break it. You also take 2 points of cold damage on your wrists as the frost congeals around it, chills the manacles.
Okay, well, that didn't do exactly what I thought, but you want to help me with the door?
With the door?
Didn't I freeze it? Did I freeze it? I freeze my manacle?
freeze
Your
Oops.
manacles.
Well,
Man.
all right. Then I'm going to try and pull them apart.
All right, roll a strength check.
Ooh, it's not going to be good. That is a 6.
No. You just feel like you didn't even make any progress on him.
If you need something to pry that open with, you could try like wet pasta next time.
Okay,
then,
Harbakir
one-
Tolmiddleek. It is your
Oh
turn.
goodness. Let's see. What do I have in my nice bag of spells?
And yeah, no one saw where the bolts came from. You may have heard, it kind of sounded like they were from above you.
Is the door open right now?
What door?
The door that's right here that she walked us to and said, your friends are right in there.
Nope. Oh yeah, and she walked out behind you. She just walked like out this way, basically.
Okay.
And as she passed down there, actually, you guys saw. Saw baby fucking going nuts.
Sorry.
You
How-
saw, it's okay, it's very
How
funny.
How high up is Borland?
Two thugs round the corner and let her pass. Borland is a good like 8 to 10 feet above you,
Okay.
in front of you on the
Um,
bridge.
I'm gonna like politely shove Nerida out of the way. Can I do that as a part of my without using an action?
No,
Because I want to occupy this spot right here. I cannot.
no.
Okay, then I can probably just
You
cast.
could hold
I'm
your
gonna cast-
turn and wait for her to move.
No, I mean I think I'll hit him right now. I'm gonna cast Wall of Force as a dome, which will be a 10-foot radius, so it will pass through him. And when it passes through his shape or his square, I get to choose which side he gets pushed to. So he would have to be pushed off of the balcony.
It's a 10-foot dome.
Mm-hmm.
So you're casting the dome.
Basically, right where I
Interesting
am.
noise.
The 10-foot radius dome.
Right where you are?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10-foot radius. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
like this? That's what you're saying?
Sort of. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Could have been blue, but well. Okay, and it passes through him, and then what?
And presumably it's going to shove him off that space and onto the ground, right?
Yeah, because you're allowed to choose which side they
Yep.
get pushed into.
It's a hemispherical dome or a sphere with radius up to 10 feet. With a radius up to 10 feet, so it won't actually go all the way up on these houses. It'll just kind of go like
Right.
around.
Yeah,
this
so like it'll
area.
have a top, but it won't like I don't think it could even like cut through the houses even.
Will it
would have to,
even
like-
reach him if it's 10-foot radius?
I mean,
Not
if I need
really.
to
If you step forward, it will.
if I step forward, will it still cut through his tile because his tile is 10 feet up and force him
Yes.
forward?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, I'll do that. And force him right down.
So it's
on
kind of
top me.
like this, but it goes further out the other side. Kind of like that, but it doesn't go up on the house.
Sounds good. Okay. Yeah.
Wait,
so I'm
do
gonna
you
cast-
get to choose?
I get to choose. It's kind of crazy. It says your choice which side.
Okay. He'll fall on top of you if you push him down.
Am I able to like move as like right after I cast it? I can just like move to the side. Am I quick enough to do
Creature
that?
is pushed to one side of the wall, your choice. I mean, you cast it, and it requires your concentration, and he's gonna like fall off immediately on top of you. You could make an acrobatics check to try to jump out of the way.
Sure, let's give that a go.
I
I'm
mean,
very
he's
acrobatic.
expecting him to fall, so there's a...
Actually, you know what? Something really cool happens, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what Borland has.
I rolled a
can
7.
do. It may not matter, but you're expecting him to fall on you. Let's see. Okay, so instead what happens is as he gets pushed off the top, he's like, oh, hey! And he grabs his cloak and flies over you and lands here.
on the roof.
I mean,
Seems
that's
to
fine
be
with
using
me.
the cloak to like fly to this space, glide to that
Okay.
space.
I'm just gonna move next to him, and I don't believe I have anything I can bonus action this turn. So
Well, that was
that's all.
very unexpected. Okay. Cora,
Okay.
it's on you. Lost is on deck.
We're kind of in this alleyway. There's a locked door in front of us. Or I will try the door. Is it actually locked?
Run over and attempt to open the door. It's locked.
Then I will use my turn to lockpick it.
All right. Roll sleight of hand. Yeah, you can cast it anywhere. That's true.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything. I only just realized it's 120
Right.
feet.
You almost break your tool, like trying to force
10.
it open with the lever.
Oh, I get
Wait, you get plus 8 on
expertise. I get advantage on that because I have expertise with thieves' tools.
Expertise
Or-
doubles your proficiency bonus. but does not
Expertise doesn't give you advantage, yeah.
By having a proficiency in it, I get to take advantage on rolls with that tool. I thought that's what tools
Oh.
proficiencies do.
Is it?
Just like with performances, I get bonus in that way. Oh well.
Let's see.
I thought it just gave you your proficiency bonus with that, like everything else.
Well, then,
Proficiency
yeah,
with this
plus
tool
it
allows
is
you to
plus
add your
8.
proficiency bonus. That's it.
Okay. And expertise just doubles that. So yeah, 10. It is 10.
10. So you don't like break your tool, but you kind of get frustrated and try to force it, and, like start to bend the lever. God, what's it called? The lever tool.
Okay.
Doesn't work out. You could still move if you want.
No, I'm okay.
Why would it be plus
I
10?
moved in there.
4 for
'Cause
proficiency.
She's got plus 4 dex, right?
You have plus 4
Oh,
dex.
so it'd be plus 8 for the proficiency and plus 8 for the dex. I'm assuming thieves' tools.
No, it wouldn't be
dex,
plus 8
right?
for the proficiency. It would be plus 4 for proficiency and plus 4 for dex.
But then she's got expertise.
I've
Don't
got
double add the
expertise.
proficiency.
She
So
got
it's plus
expertise.
8 for proficiency because it's times 2, and then plus 4 for dex for a total of 12. But then sleight of hand also gives me another plus 8. But so sleight of hand
Sleight of hand includes your
Um,
proficiency, so
includes
don't double
your
add that.
proficiency. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
14
so
is
it's
the number.
it's plus 12, so 14. So you feel like you're pretty close to opening it, but it doesn't quite work.
Okay, I mean that's still that's the thing I did.
All right. So lost.
So, what's this dude Borland got?
Flying around.
He just has a rapier and plain clothes. He looks pretty normal otherwise. I mean, he's a half orc.
Also, sorry to interrupt, but could you move so I can see the battle map on Twitch? Right now I can only see like a weird little corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, but will that...
Good call.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
The hell am I gonna do? I guess I will cast. What am I gonna do this? Oh, really? That sucks. Yeah, I'll cast Flame Blade at 4th level.
Right.
And then I will attack him with it.
Flame blade on. Oh, you evoke a fiery blade. It just appears in your hand. All right,
Yep.
cool. And then you strike out at Borland with it. Roll to hit.
Oops, if I can see my ruler. Clickety. And it's +9, so
Oof, that hits. Go ahead and roll 3d6 fire damage.
it's actually 4d6 at this level.
Oh yeah, you're right.
1, 2, 3.
Summon a fiery blade and slash into Borland with it. For 11 points of damage. Ah, pretty crafty. Erida's turn, unless you want to move. You're in a wall of fours, like a dome
Yeah, I
of
don't
fours.
think I have any options based off of what Alik did to us.
I mean, you can move over here.
Yeah, no, I'll stay where I am. I don't want him to get the AO on me. So no, I'm not gonna move.
I think you're muted, Amma.
Sorry, the guy is right in front of me, right? Like diagonally?
Yep.
Alright, I guess I will just hit him with my glaive.
All right,
attempt
roll the
to.
hit. Oh, I will.
Will you roll for me? Also, all my like pluses are on my little card, but I couldn't add one when our proficiency went up. So I
That's
don't
okay.
remember
That's gonna hit for sure. What's your damage? D8?
1d10 and then 1d8, I believe, for the lightning.
Yeah.
Blast him with lightning damage also.
Or let's do thunder. Just in case.
Right?
I think I get to pick.
Oh, this die will not settle. There we go. It's a D8 for the thunder damage.
Yeah, so
7
D10
damage
and
with the slash from the glaive. +3. What's your damage bonus?
Hold on.
What's your
I
strength?
have a +1 on my weapon. And then I'm pulling up my character sheet. My strength is +4, so +5.
You're +4 strength. All right.
I have 18 strength. That's what I upgraded instead of taking it.
Okay. So 11, 12 damage from the slash and 1 damage from the thunder. So 13 damage total.
And then I will cast spiritual weapon at 4th level.
Right.
And attempt to hit him again.
Summon the glistening moon tiara, barnacle encrusted. There's not really a space for it.
Can it be above me and like hit down?
Yeah, we decided
Or
to
above his head?
Sure. It can be above him is a dome, so it's above
Okay,
you.
then above me.
This doesn't lock Nerida. Okay, good. All right, roll the hit with the gleaming moon tiara. Oh, I will roll.
Thank you.
What is the
And that
bonus?
should be
+5?
+9, I believe, or whatever.
That'll hit. It's D.
Nice. It should be 2d8 because I cast at 4th level.
Good God, Borland is feeling bad. 7 points of damage. As the tiara cleaves into him.
All right.
Oof. All right, that brings us to some thugs, which can't really do a whole lot because of this wall of force.
Damn straight.
Let's see. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic. Jesus. It's craziness. Okay, well, these guys are gonna rush up and sort of like pound against the wall of force. And then some more crossbow bolts like pew, pew. I mean, I guess you can see it. Oh no, it's invisible.
It's invisible?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucked up. So he has no idea what even happened. He just gets shoved off.
It's like, whoa, what? And he flew and like bashed into it and then clumsily landed over here. Let's see, is anyone in it maybe?
That's some top tier balance right there.
Okay, yeah, one person is in it. They're going to... Oh, with advantage. Well, they'll probably hit you with it. Well, that one doesn't mean anything. All right. Let me check
Is this a crossbowman in an upstairs window by chance? Because
Yes.
If so, they would not be in the dome.
They would if they're here.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Probably.
Just barely. The other one is not.
Did the wall, the dome, cross through them? Because then Alik would get to choose which side they got.
I want to choose they get ground into paste between the bars, just like Space Tube.
We need more people.
Paste
From
ground
these two
people.
little alleyways here, more thugs rush out. They sort of bump into the wall. Go no! If I can even get it down there, let's see. Mangles Borland. Stay. Out. There we go. Okay, Alik. Oh, did it really not add this? Fuck, I wrote for this and it disappeared. Anyway, you take 8 points of fire damage. And then the fire, so this cask of liquid flies out of the window and smashes into your head. And as it explodes out, it covers everyone in the area with fire, including Borland, because he's right there. Everyone else, let's see. That's gonna be Cora, you take 4 points of fire damage. Nerida, you take 4 points of fire damage. And Lost, you take 2 points of fire damage.
That's my halvesy, right? That's why it's 2 instead of 4?
No, it should be 1 actually if it gets cut in half. And Borland takes 6.
I am a tiefling. Get resistant.
And yeah, you saved on your concentration, right?
Yeah,
Like,
big time.
Big time. And you're all on fire and burning.
Sweet. That's my favorite.
Welgwen's turn. You're in the room with Chance. He cast Frostbite on his manacles and tried to pull at them, but didn't seem to make a lot of...
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to look around for either something small that I can use to pick the lock on my wrist, or barring that, if I can't find that, a stone that I can use to smash.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Is that 14?
14. So... What should I say? You think you see... Or roll 3d6. Oof. You find virtually nothing. It's a big empty room with stones on the ground. After looking around for quite a while, you think maybe you could pry, like, it's like a cobblestone floor. You think maybe you could pry one of the stones out of the floor?
Okay, I'll give that a shot.
All right, but it takes your entire round to even find that. You're like scouring the room, looking around.
Okay. So I would need to do that on my next turn?
Yep, after you're done blowing raspberries.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's just adding to the ambiance.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, I'm not worried about this combat. We're blowing raspberries.
It's going pretty badly for Borland so far. Let's hope he can turn that around. He's going to take...
we don't hope that.
Yeah, I was like,
fire
who hopes that?
damage.
Not us.
Oops, not that. Ignore that roll. It's going to take fire damage at the start of his turn. Because he's on fire. 1 point of fire damage. And he's going to cast... Oh, I forgot to do a thing. Oh, well. Oh, wait. Forgot to do a thing? Probably. Yeah, he's gonna cast... See, now it went so badly, I have to pull out all the stops. Let's just do this for now. Alik, make a... Actually... It's not gonna work. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure thing. Is this against anything in particular that I might get advantage against?
He
like
turns to
fear?
you and he says, release this barrier.
That is pretty good, actually. 15.
15 is not enough. You feel magically commanded to release the barrier. So on your next turn, you will drop the spell. In fact, actually, you can drop the spell at any time, right?
I would assume it's concentration, so you
It's concentration, so you drop the barrier. Don't think you can do much else, unfortunately. That was really close. Can you do anything else? Probably not. He'll stay where he is, I guess. He's kind of boxed in. All right, that brings us to Chance. You're in the room with Welgwen. She's looking around. She thinks she's found like a rock on the ground, like embedded in the stone that you may be able to ledge out.
Sorry, he's just getting it started
Okay.
on his other. He's coming over here.
Okay. Well, I really want to break these chains.
I found a cobblestone in my last round that I think one of us could pry out of the ground. FYI.
Okay. For the first time ever, I want to use Tides of Chaos purely to make sure that I get advantage on breaking out of these goddamn shackles.
Okay. That just gives you advantage, right?
Exactly. So that is a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
You snap free of the manacles.
Whoa! I did it. Cool. Then I'm gonna go to try and pry the little pebble out of the ground.
All right. I would say that breaking the manacles took your turn.
Okay.
You can just find what she's talking about. There's also like a door leading into the small storeroom where you are.
Let's see.
Same song.
Can I try the door?
Yeah. Walk over and try to open the door.
Yeah.
It's locked.
I hate being so confined.
All right, that brings us to Harpicure Toll Middle League.
I'm going to suggest that Lost bring up another wall to keep us safe. A wall of thorns, perhaps. But then I'm going to, I guess I'll summon my thing right over Borlin. And then I will also
Your
make a
Gauntlet of
melee
Helm.
attack. Yeah, my Gauntlet of Helm. Then I'll
My
also
thing.
make a melee attack.
All right, roll to hit with both.
So
of
first
those.
one's the Gauntlet, second one's me. Oh, well, I hit him.
Yeah, the Gauntlet misses. But you slam him with the Crusher.
And that is +4, so 13 points of damage.
15. Does not feel good about all this. You slam into him with the Crusher.
Crushinator, by the way.
It's actually just called the Crusher. You call it the Crushinator.
Oh, all right.
You can look at the
That's fair.
card.
It doesn't really say that.
It's called Merrick's Crusher.
Oh, I forgot I renamed it. Merrick's Crushinator.
All right, anything else? Move. You are magically suggested to drop the barrier, unfortunately.
I had to drop this barrier because it was a good idea. Make a wall of thorns.
You want to move? Or
That's
is
my.
that
Oh
it?
no, sorry, no, that's my turn.
All right, Cora Hilltopple.
Actually, yeah, I really can't.
All right, Cora Hilltopple.
Yeah, I'll stay.
I guess I'm just gonna try to break the lock again. You get us out of the line of fire. Whee!
Are we all still on fire?
Oh yeah, sorry, Ali.
Yeah,
Take.
we are. That's right.
Oh yeah, you can spend your turn trying to put it out, by the way, or spend your action rather.
Fire.
Take 3
What's
points
a
of fire
little
damage, and Cora take 1 point of fire damage.
How much
Okay.
did I take the first
There's a
time? Do you
15
remember?
was
open
4.
the door.
It was 4.
15. The door opens. Let's see if I
Lovely.
can even do this. Inside, it kind of looks like a house. This is all you see so far.
Okay, well, I am going to move in and just try to, wait to put out fire next turn.
Okay.
Can't use my bonus action, right?
It uses your action to put out the flames.
Yeah, so.
Let me see if I can pull the rest of the roof off. This is going to be the most difficult maneuver. Just not going to happen, is it? By a bit.
Did you decorate all these
no.
interiors, or did they come decorated?
I made these houses from scratch.
Jeez.
Piece by
Goodness,
piece.
your fancy pants
Put
over
a lot of
here.
work into a D&D.
Took a long
Psycho.
time and
Some of
hurt
the houses
crap out of
that are
my
literally
wrist.
like not even near us have like beds and shit in them.
No, not all these houses do.
Oh no, I guess you're right. It was just the closer ones. But still, they have like beds and shit in them. It's fancy.
Details.
Movement's all vertical.
Our DM is the best DM.
Oh,
And I'll hurt anyone who says otherwise.
Heck did
Yeah, I
just
subscribe to
select?
the Cyrus style of DMing, which is like, let's just draw it as we go.
Just draw it, yeah. It's a good idea. It's gonna screw everything up.
You want beds?
Oh, it already
You
did
imagine
screw
beds.
everything up. Cool. Alright, well. God, which way is even up? Alright. Everything is ruined.
You may want to just delete them. Is there going to be a reason to put them back?
Might be. Who knows? So this is the top floor, which you don't see. I don't know how I'm gonna manage to like move all this. This is the biggest problem.
I mean, come on. Haven't you played 4D chess before?
I'm selecting everything in the entire world. Big problem.
oh, okay.
That, not that. Portion of it. Got some of the bottom floor. There's no good way to do this, unfortunately.
I mean, thus far it's great for us, so.
Move a lot of it back. Hold on. Wish I'd made these more sectional. There we go. How's that? We'll just get rid of these. You can sort of see in there now, yeah? So there's a table. Oh man, moving you around is going to be really hard. If you look from the backside, it's probably easiest. There are some stairs leading up to a second floor. I don't know. Where did you want to move in the house?
Oh, I just like into the front area, somewhere where no enemies can hopefully see me.
Yep. Yeah, you don't see anyone inside so far.
Oh, and then I have a bonus action. Can I stealth? Can I hide?
Sure.
as a bonus
Yeah.
action? Go ahead and hide as well.
Just need to move.
Or 25.
Feel pretty darn hidden. This is always going to be the biggest problem. Okay. Oh, and they're like, the deck is like on the sky. Okay, whatever. That brings us to Lost.
Okay. I'm gonna do Wall of Thorns, but I'm gonna make it kind of tiny. So,
Kinda tiny, huh?
well, I don't wanna, damn it. What the hell?
You on fire? Do you need to get out of fire?
Oh, that's right. Take some fire damage. Hold on.
Yeah, I can also,
Which gets reduced to half, but still.
yep.
2 points fire damage.
Okay. Well, I like wants Wall of Thorns. I don't know though. Yeah, screw it, whatever. Wall of Thorns, but I'm only gonna do it at like so it's encircling the four of us in here, basically. So Elik, Nerida, Borland, and myself, so that the other guys would end up
They'd be
kind of in it. Yeah.
Fun. Okay. So, like...
I don't know where the circle thing is.
It's 5 feet thick. Right, so yeah, okay. And encircling you guys, how big? 20-foot diameter circle.
Up to is what it says.
Yeah, up to, so you can make it smaller. So
Yeah.
you want it like this?
Yeah, where these guys would be in it.
Okay. When it appears, each creature within its area must make a dex saving throw, which is 4 creatures. It's fucking wall spells, man. 4.
Don't fight us in close quarters. We'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I guess so. What's
Yeah, they
the
need
save DC on
15.
it?
15.
I think only one of them made it. We'll see. What are their decks? Oh, 2 of them made it. 1 and 3. Or half as much on a successful save. So roll 78 piercing damage. Oof.
I think that's the first time we've really had to do a bunch of damage as it comes up, right?
I mean, this is
on.
a lot.
That's 7. I need one more. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you go.
Oof.
33.
It's also 20 feet high, so does it go into the windows up here?
It has to like be on a surface.
I mean, that makes sense. I was just wondering.
On a solid surface and last for the duration. This is really awkward, huh? It's not like it has to be a contiguous wall, so it can't go into the building. So you might have to actually make it go through Alik if you do it. If you're doing it in a circle. God, what have I done?
Well,
I told you to make the wall. Make the wall.
He's a man's man.
Yeah, I guess let's. Sorry, Elliot.
All right, roll a dex save, Alik. So some of that, so it's 33 total. Some of them take 15, right? 1 and 3.
Add a
take
20
15.
for a second. Son of a bitch. It rolled right off the 20. I
Take
missed.
33 points of piercing damage.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
Kind of a lot.
Oh, wait. I don't need to concentrate anymore. I'm not concentrating on anything.
Not concentrating. But that really hurt some people. This enormous wall of thorns springs from the ground as you evoke the power of your staff.
So I'm assuming you left space over here, right? Like it's not just a
No, the wall has to be
2.
contiguous. It's like
Oh.
here and here. Let me just draw it so it makes more sense.
Covering the outside of these buildings.
Okay.
It's just a weird shape.
It's
It's
like
basically just filled this entire thing.
this, and then it like
Wait, does it not hit Borland too? 'Cause
it
that would
doesn't
make
hit
more
Borland.
sense. He could have made it hit Borland if it was going to hit me. There's no reason not to make it hit.
Do you want to
Borland.
make it hit
maybe.
Borland too?
I guess whatever.
You're kind of like trying to make a dome or a circle with it, and it just like presses up against the walls and grows up over the walls. So it's doing its best to like get into a circular shape.
That's fair. I mean, it makes sense. I believe you.
Of course, picking up Borland is a huge mistake. Oh no, everything is wrong. Okay. Is that it? You can't really do much from inside of it.
So this guy had to save, right? Did he actually take
Yeah,
damage? Okay,
he did.
I wasn't paying enough attention. I want to make sure.
He
But
did
yeah,
save. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah, no,
right.
that's it.
Nerida, you take... Have you been tracking your HP? I don't know.
Yes, I have.
Okay, you take 4 points of fire damage. You're still on fire.
Alright. Hold on, let me put that on my sheet.
Want to
4,
move
right?
inside with me? before
4.
your turn is technically over.
Okay. So do I... No, does magic go through this wall? Would I know that?
No. I mean, you
doesn't
don't have you
affect
don't
magic.
have line of sight. The wall does obstruct line of sight.
But
Yeah.
for instance, spirit guardians would.
Hold on. Seeing if I need line of sight. Doesn't say I need line of sight for tidal wave. This says on an area within range.
If it doesn't say you need line of sight, then you can just cast a thing.
Alright, so I want to cast it like diagonally in front of Lost, so it hits at least
these
those 3
3?
boys. I don't know if it can hit the one, yeah. Probably can't
That
hit the
one?
other one on the grass.
I mean, so they're in a wall of thorns. How is this gonna work?
If it pushes them, they don't take damage from moving.
And
in
they
it,
probably
just-
they
How
probably
far-
won't get knocked
how-
prone, but they still
how
get
f-
hit by the force of it, right?
How much?
They could get
What
knocked prone.
does it push them? Does
It
it push
doesn't
them?
push them anywhere, no. On a failed save they get knocked prone, but it just does 4d8 bludgeoning damage.
It's so weird because they're like in this thick wall of thorns that you literally
They
can't see
don't get
through.
knocked prone.
And then they're gonna get hit by a tidal wave.
They're having a bad day.
All right, this water sort of crushes down on them. I'm gonna say because they're in the wall of thorns, the thorns are gonna like break a lot of the wave, and they'll take half damage from it, but they'll still get hit by it.
Alright, well that's kind of why I asked if magic would go through it, but that's okay.
Well,
Magic will
they'll
go through
also
it, but
be
it's not like
ripped
magical
up by
water.
the thorns.
It
could
looks-
also just give them advantage on their dex save, which might be a better compromise, but it's up to you. Just-
they're gonna take half damage.
okay.
So roll 48.
Hit by the
Bludgeoning.
thorns they're
Alright, will
going
you roll
through.
for me?
Oh yeah.
Right, could you imagine being in a thorny bush and then a tidal wave hits you and just like jams thorns into you?
And
Oh my
then it
God.
also
I just don't. I'm trying to
extinguishes
envision it.
unprotected flames in its area for 30 feet. So we should
Yeah, it does. Nice.
most of us
For
not
30
be on
feet.
fire
Oh, so
anymore.
everyone is not on fire anymore.
Lovely.
The only sad part is
okay.
Borland is also not on fire, so we need to fix
That's
that.
true.
Put him on fire again.
Borland is no longer on fire.
Well, I can fix that.
What's your spell save DC? 16 or 17? It's a lot.
17, I think.
1, 2, 4. It's 17. So only one of them
Yeah.
saves. One does not. I think people are gonna fucking die. Oh. No, he's alive. But it hurts.
I did nothing. I opened the door this time. You're welcome, everybody.
And knocked prone in the thorns, having a bad day. This guy crushed by the wave, even though oh no, he didn't save. He's super dead. This guy saved, so he takes 6 and is not knocked prone. So the wave crashes down through the wall of thorns, slamming into your opponents. They feel very bad.
Is Borland still up?
Borland didn't get hit by that. Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, okay. He didn't get hit by that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was trying to cast
You
it, like,
could make
diagonally,
it
but...
hit Borland,
It's
but
fine.
it might hit Lost if you do that as well. If you want to take
Okay,
that
no,
risk.
I'll just try to hit him with my spooky.
I think you
Okay.
should hit Lost too. I think you should do it. Everybody hit everybody else.
Too
It's
late.
Nobu
Decisions
party.
have been made.
Yeah, just
That
ride. Just hit him
will
with my-
actually not. Wait, what's your bonus to hit on that?
It should be +9, I think. It's like
Oh,
5
jeez.
wisdom plus my
Okay,
4
that'll hit.
proficiency. All right. 2d8.
The moon
damage.
tiara cleaves into him for 11 points of damage.
It's 2d8 plus wisdom, actually. So
Oh, right.
16.
The damage, is it?
Yeah, it is plus
Oh,
my
good.
wisdoms. And so he would have taken that last time too, but that's okay.
16 as the moon tiara cleaves into him. Ugh! Alright, that brings us to the thugs, which are having a really bad time. Most of them.
It's 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot that they try to move through the wall for the guy
That's
who's prone in the wall
correct.
at this point.
Do they take
We have
damage
to
when they
stand up
walk
first.
through it?
They take
they end their
damage if
Oh,
they...
the first time it enters or ends on its turn. There.
Correct.
Okay.
So if they enter the wall on a turn, or if they end their turn in the wall, then they take
All right.
damage.
They stand up. The ones that are down. This is gonna be attack on lost. 21 to hit.
I'm defending him.
You gotta say it before the,
Sorry, I
the
know, I
roll
just-
comes down.
Well, you say attack on loss and you roll. It's like I have to unmute myself and then, yeah, I don't have enough time.
All right.
You know what? I'm
Gotta
stuck
say
in a
it
bush.
before
I
the
can't
dice
defend
comes
it. It's
down.
fine. That's fair. I'm stuck in a bush.
All right. Well, 21 to hit on the first one. We'll use that one for the follow-up. So, let's see. This is Borland stuff. Where are my thugs? So this thug slashes you with his long sword for 7 points of slashing damage. Make a concentration save.
Can they, if they're in the wall, at which line of sight is obstructed, how are they seeing me?
They're in the wall, so they see you through the wall. Like, from the wall.
Okay.
Line of sight is obstructed, like, through the wall. From
I
one
know
side
it
to
doesn't,
the other.
but it feels like it should hurt you.
Oh,
when
yeah,
you're
thank you.
attacking out of the wall.
Thank you.
All sorts of things feel all sorts of ways, but this
Yeah,
spell does a
it's true.
bajillion damage, so
Yeah,
I don't
it
know what
does
else to say.
bajillion. And it has so many effects.
That's 17 on the con save.
Okay, the follow-up is a 15 to hit.
That still hits.
Ooh, okay.
Oh well, actually, sorry. For the first guy that hit me, I want to use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Go ahead and... Is it a dex save, or do you just do damage?
It's a dex save.
God.
Okay, Lost, I want to hear you talk in hellish tongues to do your hellish rebuke.
Alright, I just point my finger at them. That's all. There's no somatic.
21 damage. Is it save for half?
Curse them out.
Yep,
and,
half as
that's
much
a-
damage on a successful
That's a
one.
big fail. Is he alive? He's fucking dead. Roasted by the flames. All right, this other guy is coming at you with a long sword from the thorny wall. 14 to hit.
That still hits.
That's right.
I only got a 12.
Take 9 points of slashing damage and roll a con save. Concentration save. He's going to follow up with the dagger. It's just jabbing at you from out of this wall.
That's
trying to reach out of
a
the thorns.
13.
13 will do it.
Cool.
And then he stabs you with a dagger. It's like somehow managing to hit you through this wall. Yeah, 19 plus 5 is 24. That'll hit. Roll another concentration save. And take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Yep, that'll
That's
save.
an 18. Yeah.
And he steps out of the wall. Borland, what do we do? 3,
Fucking die. That's what you're gonna do.
and he vanishes into that house. You guys actually don't see him after he exits the wall of thorns. Let's see. There's still
Wait, that was the
one-
guy that stood up, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough movement to get out. He has to spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot he moves.
Half his movement.
Yeah. So
to
he
stand.
moves half his movement to stand, and then he moves here. Maybe he can't make it into the door, but you can't see him regardless. He exits the wall of thorns.
Well, so he would have had to spend 20 movement to get out of that tile after using half his movement to stand.
What? No. He's not moving 5 feet. He's moving out of the wall. He's
Okay.
in the wall. So he steps out of the wall. We'll say that takes, I don't know, 10, right, to step out. And then he can move another 5 maybe. If he were moving across the tile, it would take 20 feet of movement, but he's only moving
That's
halfway
fair.
out. This guy is also in the wall. He's gonna stab at Alik because that's the only person he can hit.
I laugh in the face of stabs.
18.
I continue laughing.
The follow up with the dagger is less.
Still laughing.
Just can't penetrate your defense. He's kind of stuck. He's gonna try to like climb up on this cart that you guys briefly remember seeing before all these walls appeared. He does a passable job of at least getting out of the wall of thorns.
I'm gonna take an AO on him.
All right, go for it. He's gonna go flying, isn't he? Oh, not that badly.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and no, I'm just gonna hit
Can I
him.
also take an AO on him if he's leaving?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
That's not
He'll
great.
stay there? No, he won't stay there.
That's a 13.
Can you roll for me, Aiden?
Yeah. Give me 1 second while I check their AC. 13 does not hit. That's right.
Should be +8 for the
Oh,
hit
you
for me.
hit a lot.
The most.
All right,
hit.
a D10 and a D8.
Boy.
Wait, do we get the radiant damage again when it's not our turn?
That's
I think
a
it's
good
anytime you
question.
hit with your weapon. I thought I talked to Aiden about that before because I was like,
I-
is it better to save my reaction for an
No.
AO or to do a Wrath of the Storm?
Let's see.
Let me look it up.
D8.
Man, I'm good.
Once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with a
okay.
weapon attack.
Okay,
So
then
it's not your
just the
turn, so you
D10.
can't do it.
Yeah.
So 8 plus 4 is your strength is 12. Oh boy. Slash him in the back as he exits. Ah!
Oh, you rolled
Still
really
makes
good,
it
too.
out, sort of climbing up the wall. Or climbing up the thing of carts. So tempted to try to move that house further, but I think it's a bad idea. Alright. That brings us... Oh wait, no, there's one more thing to do. The wall's 20 feet high, right?
Correct.
Okay, so the thug in the window's like, what? I can't see!
That's right. You can't.
That brings us to Welgwen.
All right. I'm going
still
to. Yeah. I'm just gonna run at the door in the room and just try to slam into it and see if I can knock through it.
Okay. Roll athletics.
Boy.
Actually, roll an attack, an unarmed attack,
Okay.
which you're not proficient in. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll a d4. I feel like it's not actually that.
Oh.
I think it's just 1 damage if you're not proficient. But
Oh,
we'll say it's
okay.
a d4. That's fine. What's your strength modifier?
Not good. It is -1.
Okay. You kind of like crumple into the door. It feels bad. You think you're going to have a bruise. The door seems largely unaffected by your assault.
Cool.
Well, you made a loud noise, and Cora, you hear. Seems like it's coming from under the stairs.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that since you know
Since that's that. All right.
that's that.
That brings us to Borland. It's gonna do some cool stuff. Actually have to do anything for this. Oh, that sucks. It's time. All right.
It's time.
Borland is looking upset, not feeling too good. He pulls a scroll out of his pocket and evokes it and disappears.
What a douche.
Sure where he is.
Big time.
That brings us to Chance.
Want to use my turn to laugh at Welgwen.
Bruised not only her shoulder, but her ego as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, since my hands aren't shackled anymore.
That's correct.
Can I unshackle her? Or at least, yeah, there you go. I want to attempt to unshackle her.
All right, you kind of like pull at her shackles. You want to try to like rip them off?
Did you pick up that rock from the ground?
Nope.
No.
Okay. If I use that rock, would I be able to jam that in the
You think you
lock?
might be able to like smash the manacles given enough time and effort?
All right, well then I want to
Smash
pick up the rock
manacles so it opens.
and let's smash it open.
It's like wedged into the ground, so you have to pry it out with your fingers. This is like some
Okay.
actual prison shit going on. So roll a athletics check to try to pry it out.
You had to make it athletics, didn't you?
Situation dictates.
Ooh, 16.
Hey, that's pretty good. It takes you your entire turn, basically, but you manage to pry out this rock about that big
Okay.
from the floor. There's a little divot left where it was.
All right, well, Gwen, you ready for this? I'm going to raise a rock above my head.
Prepare to smash. All right, Alik.
Lost can drop the wall on his turn if I ask, right? Like, Lost, drop the wall.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
you can
concentration, right? So I think you can just drop it anytime.
And yeah, after that duder blinked out, yeah, I'll go ahead and drop it.
Cool.
Right.
Do we see him?
Do not see Borland.
Do we see
See
the other guy? The other thug who didn't quite make it to the door?
Who didn't quite make it to the door. He's at the door, like, about to get in.
Yes, thank you. Oh, not right.
Do I see the guy that's on the wagon?
Yes. If you look around the wall, you can, yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'll just step forward right here. We'll go with Glove's going to move over to slap this guy. There I am.
Roll to hit. Fine glove.
Hey,
of
hit,
helm.
very much
that
hit.
hits a lot.
What it does, 6 damage.
Oh,
Is-
no.
Is he dead?
Oh, he's still up.
Oh, dang.
What's this?
What's this then? I'm going to go with a good old-fashioned guiding bolt at the other guy on top of the wagon.
Roll to hit.
Oh, my tabletop simulator messed up for a sec. There we go. Okay. Do I roll to hit on that? Yeah,
Yes.
I do.
It's a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, I forget. All right.
That'll hit.
That's going to hit.
Which number this guy is? Oh, tabletop's freaking out.
Oh, just 11. That's pretty bad.
Oh, holy hell. He's extraordinarily dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah.
Right through him. Right through his chest.
Maximally dead. Just scorch an enormous radiant hole in his chest. It comes out the other side and like arcs off into the night.
Inside, into cover. We'll find Borland later. And then I head inside. Oh no. Then I head inside.
Yeah,
but I didn't move
on the roof.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I broke everything.
You kind of like bumble straight into Cora on your way in the door and shuffle past her to the side.
Oh, dwarf, can't you look where you're going?
No, there's people out there. Maybe you forgot.
Well, I just got us in, and then you have to bumble right into me.
All right, Cora, it's your turn.
So I guess I am going to, hearing Alik say that everything outside is fine.
I didn't say that.
He said
That we are headed
we genocided every enemy in the world.
In the world.
is
Now it's
fine.
not just the roads.
Well, that's what you said before, yeah.
inside.
Anyway,
Is the TTS main menu music playing right now?
No.
for
No.
me,
My TTS is
you're
messing up.
reconnecting, yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Cora.
no.
I'm gonna head toward the sound, the door, the under the stairs sound that I heard.
All right. Four. Yeah, under the stairs here, there's a door. It's a bit small, like trying to fit under the stairs there.
Can I unlock? Is it unlocked? I will try the door.
You try it. It's locked. You hear some vicious laughter on the other side.
That sounds like Chance. I would know his laugh anywhere. And I will try to lockpick.
All right. Roll to pick the lock.
For 19?
Yeah. The door swings open. Welgwen is there, like shackles. Chance is there.
So rock still raised.
He's got his rock. He's standing over Welgwen, who's like wincing and holding her arms out.
What are you doing?
It's not what it looked like. I swear. I was helping her.
I don't know if I want your help again, if that's...
All right, it's Lost's turn.
I'm gonna. What the hell am I gonna do, actually?
There's a nice squishy target in the alleyway.
I thought the alleyway guy is dead.
No, well, I guess
Yeah, you're
it
talking about this
depends.
other guy.
This
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I know he's there.
I guess that's not really an alley. It's a main road, but whatever.
I'm going to wild shape into a direwolf.
Okay.
Just
Just for
going
fun.
full overkill.
Wow.
Lost
that-
form shifts and changes, and the horned direwolf appears.
And then I immediately
Not
die.
dead.
It's called a dire wolf, right?
Are direwolves large? I think
They are.
So
So I'm bigger than that. As I push
See ya,
Nerida
Nerida.
out of the way.
Right.
a bit too large, but there you go.
And then I'm gonna run after this asshole.
All right, it's your action to.
It was, so I can't attack. I'm just
Change,
gonna.
right?
I'm gonna just
Just
go over there.
I got you.
You should probably
They're
roll like
not-
1d6 poop self damage.
Running away,
That'd be
abandoning
scrub.
ship now that they've seen their leader blink out and disappear.
They might do things. It's Nerida's turn, though. They haven't been able to do things yet.
Yeah.
trying to say things? You might be.
Hey,
muted,
sorry.
'cause- there we go.
Not yet. So there's just the guy in front of me, right? There's.
This
no
is
other
the only guy you
enemies.
see. There are several
All right.
corpses.
Did everyone else head into the door?
So Alec and Cora went in there, yeah, and Lost turned into an enormous horned wolf,
And then charged out in
Okay.
the street.
charged out.
I will try to hit that guy I can see with Toll the Dead.
Right.
So you make a wisdom
Gotta
save.
play this sound at least once a session, right?
Yeah.
He's also
Wisdom
within
save?
range of your tiara.
Yeah.
It's
Just so
true.
we're
Wisdom. He's been hit before, right?
Yeah.
He's real hurt. Oh, he saves
Yeah.
though.
Aw. Okay.
What's your
Then I
DC?
will-
16?
17. I believe.
I'm
Unless it
sure
went- I
he's
don't-
not minus anything.
5
Yeah.
wisdom plus whatever
Yeah,
else.
17 makes
for
sense.
proficiency. Okay.
Nope, he saves.
Alright,
Miraculously.
then I will move the tiara and attempt to hit him with that.
He miraculously saves, and then the moon tiara comes. Feels very bad about his situation. What's the bonus to hit? Plus 7?
I think it's plus 9 to hit bonus to
Okay,
hit, and
well,
then 5
that
for damage.
surely will hit.
Awesome.
Don't think he can survive this.
2d8 plus 5.
Oh boy, can he not survive this? So while the bell of the dead doesn't reach his soul, the moon tiara flies through the air and just cleaves him straight in half. The halves fall to the ground.
No, Kelly, that's good.
It's good. It's not sad. And
Murder
you can
is
still move.
great.
You can still move. 30 feet.
Sorry, I'll move into the house with the other people as far as I can.
Okay. Just like moving. Like, what's going on? Oh, our friends are here. Okay. That brings us to more thugs. Ooh. Let's see. Let's have Lost roll perception. Actually, roll 3d6 to see if you can
Okay.
see
'Cause
what's
I have
happening here.
keen senses, so I have pretty good perception on this in this form. But really, apparently not very lucky.
Bizarre luck. Okay. Yeah, you don't quite see. Let's see if he fucks up. No, he did the thing. The other one does the thing badly. You hear like some rustling from this rooftop up here. That's all you hear. And that brings us to Welgwen. You're sort of standing there like grimacing, holding your manacled hands out when the door swings open and Cora's standing in it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna use my. I'm just gonna ask Cora to undo my manacles. I guess I don't really know what else I can do.
Okay. I mean, you could, like, I don't know. You could try to pick them apart yourself. You kind of saw how they were attached.
Could I do that without thieves' tools?
You could just do it, like, with your fingers. You could try to, like, jiggle the mechanism open in a certain way. It'd be
Okay, I'll
really
try that.
difficult. You don't feel good about your chances, but you think it's
Well,
possible.
All right, I will try that. Is that sleight of hand?
That is sleight of hand. Oh, I forgot. Chance, you need to flip a coin when you cast Frost.
Oh, damn it. Yeah.
We might have to, like, retroactively say some things happened.
Well, tails, so
Only maybe. Okay, so nothing happens.
yeah. Not today.
Okay, so I'm gonna do sleight of hand, and I looked at my gloves, and they give me advance and +5. So
Oh, really? Okay, so
Holy crap.
Just
That's
like the greatest
insane.
thief in the world. Oh, not
Right.
great rolls though.
Well, not great rolls.
doesn't
so that's
matter.
7 plus 5 is 12 plus... Where is my sleight of hand? Plus 7, so that's 19.
Jesus.
Oh. Can't quite get it.
Nothing. All right. All right, well, that's it.
All right, that brings us to Borlin. Maybe he'll do a thing.
I'd be so mad that I missed my one close combat encounter.
Lost, roll a wisdom saving throw.
$17.
Oh, you're so lucky. Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm a liar. That was it. That should have been
I
plus
feel like
7.
it should be more. Yeah.
It is plus 7. So
21.
yeah.
You feel something trying to influence your mind, and you hear a voice from the rooftop of one of these houses, but you can't quite tell where it is. And then you hear like a from the rooftop as well.
Which is it? Still this rooftop?
It's kind of this one.
Okay.
And that's it. He farted right at you. That's correct. Let's see. Did the thugs do anything? Yeah, they did. Okay. Chance. We can more or less come out of combat now, actually. Because there are no enemies in sight.
But Borland's gonna die, so
Well, you have no clue where Borland is.
Well, I know there's something on this roof. How tall is this building? This building.
So each floor is about 10 feet.
So 20 feet?
Yeah. Let's do action. Why not?
And
You could try to
Well,
leap up to it. You're pretty
that's
big.
kind of what I'm thinking. Because it's what? I mean, I don't know. Let's see, what is it? So if I run. Can run and grab
It'll be
something.
athletics to jump up there.
Yeah.
You
Wolves
think
are
you
pretty
could probably
athletic.
make it. You're just a huge wolf.
Okay, yeah, then I'll try to jump onto that roof as a huge
Okay.
wolf.
Roll athletics.
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
That's also a plus 7, so, but yeah.
Right up onto the roof.
Okay, now I'm gonna look over
You
here
do
where I heard that other
see-
sound.
Ooh,
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, there's a guy.
Uh,
Is there still
You
a
do
guy up
see
here?
a guy, yeah.
Yep.
Maybe we'll go back in initiative. We'll see. But probably not. Seems to be on this roof.
Okay.
And he's like running away. He's got a crossbow stowed on his back. There's also another person here who also seems to be like turning and running.
A giant wolf makes everyone pee their pants.
And roll. Do you have dark vision in this form?
I don't. I
Super
don't believe
smell.
so. Doesn't look like it.
Okay,
Super
roll
smell.
perception
I have
with
advantage on
disadvantage.
I have advantage on wisdom checks though, so perception check.
perception checks that rely on hearing and smell.
This is for sight specifically.
Fair enough. Okay.
You would not be able to hear or smell this thing. So roll perception with disadvantage. Oof.
Oh shit. 10.
That's all you see.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we can still go like in turn order. So chance.
Okay. What the hell's going
Door's
on?
open.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, Yeah, where the hell were you guys?
Probably would have at least heard my giant wolf ass jump onto this building.
I mean, you were so deft. It was
I
fairly
guess that's
quiet.
true. That's true.
And you're on
You're
a different
howling
building.
all the way.
They're in here.
Right, but how quietly can a several hundred pounds wolf jump onto a roof? You know,
There's a little thud.
I mean, come on, yeah.
You gonna try to smash those manacles?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's destroy Welgwen's manacles. No conversation beforehand, just full swing.
Roll.
I can take care of it. I have lockpicking.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Still doing it.
This is an improvised weapon attack. Crit. Roll 2d4.
Mind that.
This is the damage. That's pretty fucking good. She's like trying to open it with her fingers, and she sees you go up for the swing and just like puts them on the floor quickly, and you just like crush the mechanism. They swing open.
I think she should have to make a reaction save. Reflex save. Never mind. Continue.
Swing
So
open.
I figured out how the locking mechanism works. If it's not together, it doesn't work.
Honestly, that was the most physically impressive thing I've ever seen you do, Chance.
Don't ever expect it again.
I
Pulled
won't.
his own manacles open with his hands and then smashed yours.
This has been a wild 5 minutes for you, to be honest. So, I don't know what's going on with you, but it's exciting.
I can do anything.
So, did you guys enjoy your date?
No.
Had better. I've also had worse, interestingly enough.
Okay.
Lost, did you want to try to
mark for
chase
you,
these thugs on the roof?
Yeah.
All right, which one are you going for?
I think because right after I'm gonna go with the one on the right, to my right.
All right, roll athletics to leap across the other roof. It won't be very difficult. It's like the same height as your roof.
+7, so it's 12.
Yeah, you make it. Not the most graceful leap, but you make it over to the other roof, no problem.
After jumping all the way up, you felt you were a little more prepared for that small jump.
Huge wolf! Oh no!
Yep. And
Guys,
I guess
here on the roof, you hear like a poof and some little like scratching of claws.
if I'm in range, I'm gonna attack that guy.
Go for the bite. Go for it.
Okay. Doink.
It's
Quickie,
5 to
thank you.
hit.
So 10.
No. Dodges out of the way.
Okay.
Thug's turn. They're gonna... I mean, this one just keeps running over rooftops. Oh god, can I get it without ruining everything? This guy like runs over the rooftops and vanishes into the night. She's gonna try to run away. You can AO her.
I will.
It's gonna jump over here. Roll to hit. This could actually stop her from leaving.
Hey, that's more like it.
So she turns to leave, and you see your opportunity, and your feral instincts kick in. You just pounce on her in devastating fashion. Roll damage. It's a lot. 18. And
then yeah, she has a DC 13 strength.
we'll
check.
make it 16 because of the crit.
Okay.
Oh, she succeeds
she
though,
still
and
made
doesn't
it.
get knocked prone.
Shucks.
Hop over here. Full athletics check to get over there. It's a little rough. Kind of clumsy. She doesn't get as far as she hoped. We'll just go through the rounds again. You can keep chasing her if you want.
Yeah, I will.
Right.
I got 50 feet of movement.
Roll athletics to leap across the roof. It's pretty easy. Oh, it's plus 7, right?
It's plus 7, yeah. So it's a 9.
So you expend all of your movement, kind of like scrambling and pulling yourself up onto the edge of the roof there.
Okay.
You can't get any further.
I'm gonna attack her again.
This roof is like tiled and significantly steeper, so it's a little harder to find grip on.
15.
You did 18 damage last time, right?
Yep.
15 to hit, just hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's make a DC 13 strength check. Strength saving throw? Strength saving throw, right?
Saving throw,
man,
yeah.
She's tough.
And that's
9 more
9.
damage. Ah! She's just being bitten in the back. She's gonna run and leap. See if she can make it there. It's going well for her. Oh, she does an amazing
she did that
triple
one.
axle through the air. Lands on the thatch roof over here and runs. It is rough terrain for her, so she can't make it too far. Pursuing again, I assume?
Lay chase. Do the
At this
scale,
point,
see what
like
happens.
several people in the streets are like, "Oh my god, a wolf! What the hell is that?"
17.
Take an AO when she runs away from you.
Oh yeah, you can AO her when she runs away.
Oh, yeah.
too. We'll say that's the AO. So maybe she doesn't even get away. We'll see.
No
That'll
triple
hit.
somersaults for her.
Roll
Okay.
damage. Oh well, we'll say the 20 was her save then, and then that's to jump across. She makes it
Okay.
across, no problem.
That's fine. And then I guess so. Then pursuer and well.
So
excuse
what?
me, in
That's
pursuer.
10 more damage. That actually downs
Make
her.
a grapple check with your mouth.
There we go.
Tear her apart. She just bleeds out on the rooftop. Her body like slumps down and slides off the roof and lands on the ground below.
Nom,
With
nom,
a thud. You just like chomp down on the arm that you had bitten
Animal.
into, caught. I think that's where we'll call it for tonight. Oh, okay. We'll pick up again next week for more Tales from Tuatha. Good session, everybody. Yeah, that was much easier for you guys than I thought it would be.
Walls for days.
We got some walls. Yeah.
Stupid
Seriously, man.
walls. All right, we'll see you
keep
next
locking
week.
the
Hopefully people can join us again next week for more Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
Good pastime while you're quarantined.
Bye.